they have guessed wrong, so we play a little game of hide and seek.
Well, this end up finding EWC for a freebie. I'm just gonna play his life. FaZe just with the nade spots with the early kills. Well, it's been all offense so far.
Yeah, who can get that first big stop? Smart play by Mercury's there. You're what, like a kill, maybe?
Maybe two?
Yeah. See if maybe they give him bomb here. Try to get that streak. Don't see a ton of Hellstorms called Search and Destroy, but it could be a game changer. And yeah, they'll give him bomb. Hope he can get a plan in and earn this.
Well, a bomb site for both teams really has been open, so they just might go quickly here. It's just some odd timing.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to be able to get this plan. Chauncey continues to go on forward.
Sipadraza get kills though. Mercules will drop. I'm not sure if he got the streak. I think he probably did. He got the plan in, but we'll have to check. Sim's gonna get 2 in the round. Turns it almost into 3. Draws it, cleans it up though. He went from 0-3 now to 4-3. 4 straight for him as he's turned it on.
Well, we've had a couple of retakes really for both teams over towards A, but that time, Shotzi tries to get aggressive. What Optic are trying to do is just catch EWC inside a tin. Maybe you're gonna go through the flank, maybe through top halls, but FaZe, if they play around their main AR, they back up to him, and that's when they're able to catch those players moving forward. Oh, he just hits him on the bomb.
A little wall bang through. Sets up Sim for, probably hits a bullet there based on the damage it looked like from EWC.
I thought Shotzi got through. Yeah, Draza, make sure EWC is safe.
And we can check Mercury's at the beginning to see if he got it. At some point. We'll see if he earned it. Draw some bit of a streak for these last 2 rounds. Found a Parambo.
Going back to A.
Get some info.
Mercules is here much quicker though.
He's gonna go, try to catch the timing on the cross. Him and Shotzi able to get the crossfire in, and that'll be the first blood.
You gave up so much of the map if you were FaZe. I mean, you got the bomb down, but you have given up your entire position. Look at how far back they are. You playing around nades? I'm not really sure, but here comes the re-attack from FaZe. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to check that bomb. It looks like maybe EWC has a jump spot.
That's gotta be the case.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's gotta be the case.
Yeah, they're playing around this.
Draws the streak, continues. EWC absolutely puts down Mercules, and Sim gets another. The FaZe boys are fired up 4-2.
And they're just dominating the A side of the map these last couple of rounds. Mercules gets through, earns that first blood.
Well, I think Shotzi technically got it, but he got all the damage in. Might as well give it to him, yeah.
And you play around EWC with the jump spot. Bomb is safe, so everybody else can just make plays.
A huge round here.
And now Droz is on 5 in a row.
Optic need 1. Don't want to go into that 2-5 hole. And EWC just rips Mercules back-to-back rounds. First blood to FaZe. Numbers haven't always mattered, though, in this matchup.
Yeah, what a time is going to be like here for Hoog.
Not good.
Yeah, you have 2 players swarming. Dashy's going to back up to him. Shotzi, he feels like he then has to make a play. Instead, he gets caught.
Draws a 6 in a row now. He has turned it on. Hoog gonna have to take out both. Best of luck with this situation. He's gonna get dropped. Last person is Dashy. He's traded out. 5-2. FaZe on map point. Match point. How about rip my cable off?
Yeah, you almost fell.
Yeah. Very athletic.
Looking like a 4 out there.
Yeah. Almost dance. Moving.
Well, we talked about it coming into this map. Just the preparation for champs. A map that FaZe,
I mean,
they don't know how to play.
I talked to Crowder and Simple a little bit. They said, listen, I know our search hasn't been good in matches, but we've been putting in work and it is sensational right now. We haven't seen really, I don't know, Incredible Search, they've won some, but like this one right now, they're looking prepped for a map they're not usually seen on. They look to close it out and move into a grand final.
The square up.
We square up, but they hit. Sim gets another one on 4 involved as well. 4 versus 2.
I mean, what is that nade from Sip? It lands through the window into the top hall. And Dashi, he's just weak, and then he just blows up.
Everything on Hook and Mercules now to try and clutch up in this map 5. Now looking like it's gonna happen. Hook is buried. It's all on Mercules now. He is the clutch god. Can he swarm? Gets one, gets away. Thought he was gonna get traded out, but not gonna happen yet. He's in trouble from behind, but he guns him. He gets traded though. Draza closes the game. Goes on an incredible streak, and FaZe are into the grand final.
Well, it was the dominant hardpoint that gets them here. Sets them up for this map number 5.
Yeah, I mean, they got
classic.
They got beat bad in that map 3, and then they just smoked Optic over 4 and 5. 0-4, man. Listen, he had some blunders. He was falling off the map.
Even in this map, right? He had a couple early first tests, immediately bounces back.
Yep, he sure does. What a terrific player he is. But hey, for Optic, you're not out of this yet. You continue to play on. You expect to see them in a final tomorrow. They've made everyone this year, and they look to get it done, to go back to back to back. But maybe the road got a little bit harder. Percent now, it's what, 5 grand finals of champs he's now been to. He's also looking for a 3rd ring. One step closer for an absolute 3.
Well, props to the Surge duo of Abuza and 0-4 to get back to a champs finals in 2 years in a row.
True.
2 of the guys that at times just fly under the radar, but they are so darn good. And well, FaZe knew that. Their coaching staff knew that as soon as they were available, they did them. They put them on this squad, and they have been so consistent throughout this year, putting it all together as they get to a Sunday.
Just takes you back. You saw the Twitch chat when this thing at first happened. Sim loses, BZ loses Cell. He says, don't worry about FaZe, off him. The fact that that trio broke up, and now he is into a champs final. Holy shit. I mean, I know there'll be some haters and all, but like that story is insane. The guy is unbelievable. And what a series it was. Maps 1 and 2 were just utter force between these two teams. But the last lap goes to FaZe.
Yeah, I mean, obviously get through that, but I think one of the key stories in the Search and Destroy is like how they shut down Shotzi, right? Even that last map out of 4 and 8. We know just how much of a playmaker he is, trying to find the openings, and they give him none of that.
No, I mean, that was a big thing for them over the years. Yeah, keep Shotzi in front of us. We think we win the game. And for the most part, they did a terrific job. Just dealt with them. That game of hide and seek they were able to deal with. But I can't wait for this interview because he usually delivers some of the best. We got big draws on the main stage.
Vegas, get loud for the home team, FaZe! I got the CEO with me on the main stage, man, Draza, to come out here, play in this big of a matchup in the winners finals. Just talk to me about how did you feel stepping up onto the stage, you know, in front of the home team, in front of the home crowd?
Hey, I felt back at home. I feel like when I play Optic, the energy is crazy, and I just live with that shit.
You definitely lived with it throughout the entire series. And, you know, let's dive into it, okay? Because the map number 1 was crazy, going down to the 5 seconds. Talk to me about that last rotation, just for you guys to really kind of get up and close that out.
Yeah, I feel like we had really good comms, saying where they were going. Bond hit a good pinch. He told me to stay up, and we just knew where they were spawning, and Scar's our map.
Yeah.
I don't know why they left that in map 1, and they paid for it.
They did pay for it, man, because you guys locked it in about 40 seconds straight on that back P4 hill at blue. And then you go into the series, you lose the round 11 in a devastating fashion, you know. I mean, the ARs is popping off for them. But then you go into the map 3. I see you laughing. You're down by half, okay? You know, when you're talking to the team, you guys just trying to get them to brush that off so you can stay in the series?
I think after the first, like we got 4-0'd the first half, and we had a few scrims where we were like going like 2 days of straight 0-4 for the first half, which we came back on some of them. I was like, boys, I see this all the time. Like, we're good. We didn't get the comeback, unfortunately, but I mean, I felt super confident.
I mean, and you took that confidence into map number 4, you know? You kicked that one off. I think you went 13-4 to start that one off, man. Just talk to me about, like, going into that last map, man, Hacienda, what was the call to really like play that, okay? Because Hacienda, we've seen it for years, man. Did you guys want to do anything different going into that, or just basic Hacienda gameplay?
I think the only time I think we played that map was against Gentlemaids. I think we got 6-0. So I think it's just really just trusting our practice.
Yeah.
We were practicing the map a lot. We knew how they played. We knew how they liked to play.
Yep.
They had a good amount of mod on it. And I think we just played very well. We were making plays when we needed to. And that's what we look like when we do that.
I mean, that's exactly what you guys look like. You look good throughout this whole series, man. Even despite your teammate playing some hardcore parkour on the S&D, okay? You see him hopping off the map. What's going on in your head?
I mean, I was just laughing because the first time he's like, oh, fuck. I'm like, yo, it's whatever. But I feel like when you're on a stage like this, those things can happen. And when they happen, it doesn't matter because I'm still super confident. Yep. And when you trust your team the way we do, then none of that matters.
None of it matters, man. It's awesome to see the trust that you guys had. You're going back to the finals, man. What do you want to say to the Vegas fans, okay? To the FaZe fans, to the CEO fans up here on the stage, to see you make it back to a champs final after a few years?
Hey, it's been a long time. I'm feeling great. I do think we'll play Optic again, and I think the same result will happen again. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
You heard it from Draza. He'll see you tomorrow, FaZe fans. Keep throwing that up, and that's going to do it for us on the stage.
Congratulations, FaZe. They get it done in a grueler in a very explosive game number 5. Before we break down that search and destroy, Vegas, how are we feeling about that winners bracket finals? Are you entertained? They seem to be enjoying it despite the loss. For the majority of the Optic fans, they know the job isn't done. In fact, you still have to fight again on Saturday night. This is not something you're used to if you're playing in a winners bracket final. So, Nameless, talk to me a little bit about what this means for the tournament now.
Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely massive. One, now Simp is in a grand final again, a chance to get that 3rd ring and put another etch in his legacy. Draza, huge performance out of him. And this was just the series we all wanted. We wanted it to go to game 5, for there to be special moments for us to call back to in the future. And boy, did we get it. And we get to this game 5, and everything's pointing to Optic. They have the Hacienda reps. And you heard Draza say, we only played this once, and we got 6-0. Well, they were in the lab, countering everything, stopping the instant plants from Optic Texas. What a performance.
Yeah, it was just unfortunate. I feel like when you get into this game number 5, because I was feeling a little reminiscent of the start of game number 2, where it felt like Optic just kept giving away lives and putting themselves in man-down situations. But then on top of that, where in the game 2, it seemed like both teams were trying to avoid putting the rock down as much as possible. They were not trying to let each other plant. The complete opposite in this one. Everybody was trying to plant as fast as possible towards that post, because it can be so hard to retake on Hacienda. And Optic Texas just didn't have an answer for the pressure that FaZe was putting on. They seriously rode their momentum from that map number 4, Dill.
Yeah, I loved how FaZe's defense, they switched it up. They let Optic get the bomb down one time on the A bomb, and then they just didn't chow them. Right after that, they killed them off the bomb, used their numbers, and just traded every single member of Optic out after that. Also, that Abuza jump spot to check the bomb,
so sick.
and to trust his teammates to wrap middle, and then you want a huge 1v1 versus Mercules. FaZe, you could tell, they've been working really hard in their search and destroy.
And they just knew Optic weren't going to hop in that situation, right? So they just played their lives. I mean, that is excellent. And we got to say one thing, because we haven't talked about him yet. I think 04 stands for Map 4, because his ability to take over a hard point, we've seen it at event after event since Major 2. He has just been full of confidence. This guy, when he pops off, he is literally unstoppable on the map.
Yeah, I thought Neptune had like the most exciting camera.
Bro.
That was until Major 2, where we saw 04 reach his peak. I feel like you saw that Major 2 finals 04 already here in a winners bracket final.
Best
and I
POV.
want to think like big picture, because if you watch these teams match up on LAN, it was Major 2 grand final. That was a best of 7, FaZe edges out Optic. You see them on LAN again, best of 5, FaZe is winning. If they do get the rematch like Draza predicted, that's a best of 9.
Right.
Now that we're going to play the most extended map pool, does this give Optic or FaZe the edge?
Well, when you look at like the statistics, of course, and get into the nitty gritty, you have to lean Optic Texas because of how deep their map pool bag has been for a while. But
Ant says no. Okay, go ahead. Finish the thought real quick.
I gotta say, because I don't even think you heard the first sentence where I said, statistically speaking, yes, they do have the edge in the map pool bag, but it is FaZe Vegas, and as we saw the Hacienda on that main stage, we don't know how scrims have gone for the past 2 weeks for FaZe Vegas. They could have a lot more in the back pocket, and also it's Simp and the other 3. They're going to make something work.
Also, Optic got to get there first.
Yep, I was going to say.
Skip all these
and I got to see, how did our player highlighted in our Player X Watch perform? Well, we wanted to see Hook have a big performance for everyone who put them on their roster. And Hook, he is going to drop 345. So that's higher than what we saw from Aluka in the past matchup. Of course, this going to a 5-game is going to help out your score. How did Hook play in this, and do you want to see more from Kyler, Mr. Two Rings?
Yeah, I mean, relatively quiet. Typically in this series, he's been the best player. But yeah, I mean, total points. I didn't have him on my team, but he put up a decent amount of points in this one.
It's time now to take a look at the bracket and Nameless's beautiful face. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are whittling it down as we have 4 teams remaining. Falcons, Gentlemates, playing for the honor of making it to the podium here at Champs 2026. And of course, playing Optic for the final spot in our grand final. We're going to a break. When we come back, it's another elimination. Falcons versus Paris Gentlemates. Leslie's favorite when we come back.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Come on.
Scuff, official controller of the CDL.
Player X is the official esports fantasy partner of the Call of Duty League.
Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
Brought to you by America's Navy and the special operators who work in the shadows.
Trying to avoid another silver medal.
This is my time to go.
We wait, we push, we win.
Back-to-back champs.
Oh my God! Out of nowhere! Unbelievable!
Back-to-back shield!
It's
great card. It's great card.
It's history in the making! Oh my God! It's over! Are the champions of the world! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
than starting. I don't take no L's, no, I don't take no L's. Switch up quick, then dip and never look back. I don't take no L's, no, I don't take no L's.
Man, straight off the dub. Playing ain't stopped since a player caught buzz. Haters wanna talk, so they gotta throw subs. I see them in the streets and they say it's all love, it's all love. I know better, I don't let up. I gotta get to it, I'ma go get her. I'm a go setter, need more feta. They just wanna talk, I'm so fed up. No L's, no losses. I'm a beast on lock with lockets. Come around me, can't be too cautious. The boy been sick, been nauseous, you know what's up.
Switch up quick, then dip and never look back. I don't take no L's, no, I don't take no. I get my checks and flip and double and slide. I don't take no L's, no, I don't take no L's. These gon' switch up quick, then dip and never look back. I don't take no L's, no, I don't take no L's.
Don't take no L's. Win after win, I'm feeling like Britney, I did it again. I'm setting the table and setting the trends. I'm shooting my shot, I'm 10 out of 10. They can't compete, no, I won't stop it till mission complete. Stay out the kitchen, you can't take the heat. I'm taking the dub, you taking the feet. Hey, it's no L's in a vocab. The white flag, no, I can never throw that. 2012, I wanted it all so bad. Now all I do is win, better know that.
Switch up quick, then dip and never look back. I don't take no L's, no, I don't take no.
Let's go.
I get my checks and flip and double and slide. I don't take no L's, no, I don't take no L's. These gon' switch up quick, then dip and never look back. I don't take no L's, no, I don't take no L's.
Heavy in the papers, I know they gon' foul. I'ma need months now. Getting to the back like pow, pow. Thought I wouldn't, but tie. Heavy in the papers, I know they gon' foul. I'ma need months now. Getting to the back like pow, pow. Thought I wouldn't, but tie. Did it sound bad, but the street sound good. I'ma go hard as I could. Don't ever get it misunderstood. I'ma apply pressure like Did it sound bad, but the street sound good. I'ma go hard as I could. Don't ever get it misunderstood. I'ma apply pressure like
They going hard, but I'm going harder. That's how my son and my daughter hit the valet, tell them go bring the car up. Boy, you know I'm pushing Rari. I tell the tar up. I'm sorry, but I am not sorry. Cause I'm here now, but this not where I started. I used to work at Fish Marshall, cooking up sugar, take orders from bosses. He tell me to take out the garbage. Get mad as hell cause that smell made me nauseous. Through my apron like I'm over artist. Start working on being an artist. Hollywood, I'ma hit the red carpet. I'm dripping, so approach with caution. John Wick, I ain't missing a target. Stop the car at the light gets 30. Purple jeans where I can't get dirty. Blue strips make a chick get flirty. And she ain't coming back to around 6:30. MMA game, we go hard in the paint. Take position and move like a tank. Maniac with no restraints. I cuffed and I'm checking your rank.
Heavy in the papers, I know they gon' foul. I'ma need months now. Getting to the back like pow, pow. Thought I wouldn't, but tie. Heavy in the papers, I know they gon' foul. I'ma need months now. Getting to the back like pow, pow. Thought I wouldn't, but tie. Did it sound bad, but the street sound good. I'ma go hard as I could. Don't ever get it misunderstood. Like I'ma apply pressure like this sound bad, but the street sound good. But the street sound good. I'ma go hard as I could. I'ma go hard as I could. Get it misunderstood. Get it misunderstood. Like I'ma apply pressure like I'ma go heavy in the paint. I'ma go heavy in the paint like all in your grill like all in your grill like black. Spit real ass back. Spit real ass facts. I'm taking X-Lax. I'm taking X-Lax on your boy Jet-Lag. On your boy Jet-Lag. Jumping on the bandwagon. Jumping on the bandwagon. Every track I'm spaz. Every track I'm spaz. Make the plays on fan. Make the plays on fan. Backward now, feeling backward now, feeling good. I'm all on my shit like a whore. On my shit like a whore. Take the boy out the hood. Take the boy out the hood. Take the hood out the boy. Take the hood out the boy. First case, no call. First case, no phone. Spit me out like a phone. Spit me out like a phone. 15, I'm at
The party never ends here in Vegas. The Call of Duty World continues on here as day 3 has just 4 teams remaining, and it's about to be 3. Who's going to walk away with guaranteed bronze, and who is going to go home with just $160,000? It's time to find out. We welcome back. Some of the biggest brains in all Call of Duty. We've got Rosalie, we've got Dash, we've got Dash, the world champion, the man with the ring, and of course one who was so close the year after, a year before. Silver medalist name was. Somebody's guaranteed silver. Somebody's guaranteed silver. It's not a fun thing to walk away with, but it does come with a decent paycheck.
It absolutely does. But man, this is a huge match. This is a huge match. Part of the tournament, Part of the tournament, we're on the podium. We're top 3. We're top 3. Win this entire thing. So on one side you have the known and the gentlemates. These guys can blitz their opponent, and then you have the unknown on the side of the Falcons. How good is Aluka when we get to the later part of the tournament?
Were any of us brave enough to put those players on our Player X roster? It is time to find out. Let's do a check-in. And I don't think this is real, but whoever wins this draft is going to be the official first face of Player X. Rosalie and Attach did cheat by choosing 2 Optic members.
I didn't know we were in
I really feel like this is a 2-person fight here for the face of Player X.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be fine to be cheating. Just pick 8-5 rules.
You said to pick the best players, so we picked the best players we could pick.
Well, guess what? Sellium's got another series right now.
Reminder, our heroes can earn us double points, and both Ant and I got Sellium. Let's take a look here at our players in the matchup that we have in store for us. You mentioned you got a big dog in this fight. They are the Major 1 champs, but only 2 of those players rose that trophy. Instead, they bring in Joe DeCease, the best piece of Toronto Koi, and Estriel, who a lot were saying was the best piece of G2. Attach, what is your take on this gentleman squad right now? Are they top 3 or even top 2?
Absolutely, they are top 3. I will not give them top 2 yet. I will say they struggle versus Optic, but Optic likely the best team then, and then it goes to FaZe as well. But gentlemen, Sib is leading the way in Hardpoint with a 1.16 KD. I'm looking at Ghosty to step it up and overload an S&D. If he starts shooting, they can make a run.
I really want to shout out that S&D point on the Monster Energy game because, I've been a broken record all weekend that's been the most important thing for this gentleman squad, and they are now #1 in pro plant. Reminder, they were like bottom 2 heading into this. It was literally causing all of our heads to just want to be put through a wall. So they clearly put in a lot of work in that game mode, and it's getting them far.
That is insane to me that they're now winning 86% of their post plan. Let's take a look though at their road to the finals, because the Gentlemates came out with a bang against Toronto Koi. They handed them a decisive 3-0. It got a little bit scrappy here in the hard point, but I felt like Joe DeCease was heating up as this one went on.
This one, a bit of a talent gap. They made a lot of ground over the last couple of weeks. Obviously, in the first category, these guys have been unreal. And I think what separates them, as we look at that graphic, is Estriel and Joe. Both those guys, either one scanned their life. Their ability to get lost, make huge plays, and play separate as well. It's been unbelievable since the major. And when we just talked about it, Bill, they have only lost this point with Joe and Estriel. 2 Optic or FaZe. So in this matchup, they are immensely confident they come out with it.
They're looking fantastic, and they're only going to get better. You have to remember, this team's only been a team for maybe a little over a month. Every single match they play, there's more time together, more chemistry, more repetition, more confidence, more everything. So if they keep it up right here, it's going to be scary if they play Optic tonight.
We gotta zoom in here on Joe DeCease. He's been one of my favorite stories since I came over to the CDL from Overwatch League. And of course, Joe, he was a player that was put into the spotlight, didn't have the great success, sent down to challengers, comes back to the Pro League, gets second at EWC. Now he is a star in this league, and you heard Maven say he could be the best in the game.
He absolutely could, and I think that's something we're going to find out as we keep going through this Saturday. And a huge thing for Joe is they haven't played Riyadh with Joe in the lineup yet, so he's going to be the X factor in this head-to-head. Specifically on his previous iterations of rosters versus Riyadh, he's at a 1.23 in the matchup, so he likes spawning up against Riyadh Falcons. He should be comfortable.
Let's talk about those Riyadh Falcons, because Kismet is looking like he is back on his 99 level. The rest of the team is firing around him, especially the new youngster duo of Exnid and Aluka. Nameless, you said it felt like Exnid was missing that guy. He didn't have really a duo or a company piece on the roster throughout the season. Now you have someone you can vibe with, and you can tell this whole team is really thriving off of that.
100%, Chris, and it's so important as well because now XNIC can look across like the guy that we're on the squad. Like he's the guy that we're developing as a team and bringing into our system, and I can now have him do things that help me in game. He's finding so much time in the hill. Not only has it helped XNIC, it has helped Celium so much. But I think the first thing you said about Kismet is so important. When you look across this lobby, straight there is a version of Kiz, 99 Kiz, that shows up late in tournaments, and he's going to need it in this lobby going up against the
And a big moment on the side of Red Falcons is that their HP is looking a lot better right now. I think that's going to be their strength, especially because you look on the other side of Paris, they're at 1-5 in that HP. So when we're looking at Riyadh, they take those 2 off of LAPs, and now they have that game mode kind of under their neck.
And it's not even just like they're playing it good, they are beating up on teams when Aluka and XNIC just start flying at you when they're feeling confident. That pressure is akin to Miami during Major 3. I mean, look at the confidence on the stage of Exit. When did we think we were going to see him standing up and screaming at the guys on the other side?
Were you ever that guy? Did you ever get loud, or do you guys play do the talking for you?
Sometimes, most of the play do the talking, but I would get loud. I told Exit last night, he was like, sometimes I was being too nice for his face. I was giving him too much respect. I said, Exit, when you are on that main stage, everyone is your enemy. You hate everyone until that match is over. I hope he comes out with the same passion today.
Send it scrap packing with a .63 down to the elimination bracket. After that, they meet up against the Heretics, and this was a fast series to start our day. They've had some time off after this, but what was your takeaway early on this morning, Attach?
Early on this morning, Falcons woke up and they were ready to play. They were already fired up. Everyone was playing so well. I think the lowest KD was exited in that series, and that was like a 1.23 so that's a fantastic or something. to have. So that's a fantastic to have. Miami did not put up any fight versus them. So just how good is this Falcons team?
Yeah, and they're probably performing a bit better because they're honeymooning as well.
Exactly.
You know, like when that first happens, like when that first big match, like
we could be the best in the we could be the best in the world.
Exactly.
And every match you win, you're just doubling up your money too. So that feels good.
Yeah. So it feels great, and this is their best placing they've had on the year. You know, really, when you look at it, off the rip, you'd be like, oh man, yeah, towards Gentlemen. But if this is the Celium of old, this is the Celium player that could be the best player in the game. Finally finding his form with a real AR duo next to him. This side by side look a hell of a lot scarier if we get true form MC, which we have seen.
We have 8 lovable players about to take the stage while they take an extra minute to get ready and confirm with their coaches of where they're going to be playing and what seat they will be in. I want to talk a little bit about what we should be looking out for. If you're going to dial in on some stars, let's take a look at our numbers. This is going to be Civ versus Aluka. First, I want to talk stats, and then Attach. I want you to talk to me about roles because we got the Rook on the right playing free, and then the man on the left trying to prove he is not nonchalante. He is dialed in and trying to become a leader.
Yeah, he's been great this weekend. Yeah, he is the veteran on this team. The Gentleman team is also very young, but Civ, his hardpoint has been so good. He's the damage dealer in the respawn mode and the sniper and SD. So if he gets hot in that mode with the snipe, they can take over. But on the other side, Aluka, we don't know just how good he is yet. We don't know what his ceiling is. He's been flying every single time we played him. How far can he take him? Now he's playing better competition.
I will say something I love about this comparison is these are both extremely confident players, and I feel like Civ sometimes throughout the season has been a little bit of an overthinker, you know, and I think all gentlemen have, and I think if you come in with the confidence that Luka has been playing in with this weekend, he will reach another level that we haven't seen yet.
And just looking at that, it's reminding me of when Civ, late in tournaments, and the last time he was late in the COD champs, the last couple of series that he had, he was the best player in the lobby. He was the best player in the lobby. Now, they don't end up winning that, but Civ late in COD champs is unbelievable. And you mentioned earlier, I think a 1.10 so far in this tournament. On either side, it's been Celium and Civ. It's going to be a banger.
I'm told maps and modes are ready, which means the players out there ready. Here we go, best of 5 loading up. This decides who is moving on to our podium. The top 3 guaranteed. It'll be Den, Prince, Star, Sake for our second hardpoint. And if we get to a game 5, it's my favorite map from Black Ops 2. Now in Black Ops 7, Raid Attach. Who has the edge through the first 3, and do we see a game 4 tonight?
I will say Gentlemen has the edge for the first 2. That map 3, they are currently 0-2 on Overload, so that could get a little scary. I think we'll see him out 4. I don't see the series being a 3-0. These teams are just too good.
Rosalie, who are you most scared of in this series?
You want a player?
Yeah.
You want a player?
Yeah, one player.
I am most scared of Celium in this series. I think he's definitely going to be an X Factor, especially the slow starts we've been seeing out of Dan a couple of times. I definitely think that he's going to have to step it up, and they're not going to be able to take it out.
I'm a little bit torn. I got Joe Seams and Celium on my player X squad. One of them is about to get eliminated, but I think it is going to be Joe Seams scoring more with Lockett, our pick'ems. I'm going to beat Rosalie to dialing in Paris, please.
I'm going to pick Paris. I think I'm going to pick Paris. I think they've been hooping a little bit. I do think it's going to be a game 4, though. I think Riyad's going to put up a good fight.
I'm sorry, X did. I picked you earlier. I picked you earlier. I can't do it again. I'm going to
we're kind of double dipping. We're kind of double dipping with the player X. We got Joe and Sal in this. We're going to get a bunch of points. I'm going to go with Celium. I'm going with the Falcons in this one. I think they get it done.
Do we have any Falcons fans out there? Do we have any Falcons fans out there? Do we have any Gentlemates fans? Do we have any Gentlemates fans out there? Do we have any Guy Blaze fans? Do we have any Guy Blaze fans out there?
Take it away, Blaze.
I'm one. Take it away, Blaze.
Thank you so much, Chris. And I'm ready to get this one going, okay? It is our loser semis, and we've been sending teams home all day. This is the big matchup of top 3 to see who's going up against Optic. The squads are ready. Vegas, are you guys ready to get our teams to the top 3, yeah? I know you guys are ready at home. So without further ado, coming to the stage, make some noise for the Riyadh Falcons. Xnid, Aluka, Celium, and Kismet. This has been the Cinderella story that you wanted to see out of an underdog, but it's not over yet. They still got a few more dances to make it to Sunday, but the Riyadh Falcons, they're ready to go.
I'm looking at Kismet. Last time he was in Las Vegas late in a tournament, he walked away with all that money and a ring. He is going to pop off. Then you have Celium, another world champion, and 2 of the most talented young players in the league. It's not going to be easy for Gentlemates to win this match.
It's not going to be easy whatsoever, especially at this stage of our season where all of our players are ready to do everything in which they have to do to win it for the fans, for the org, and for everyone at home. So the next squad coming to the stage, looking to win it for the fans across the pond. Get loud for the Paris Gentlemates. Ghosty, Joe DeCease, Civ, and Estriel. The Paris Gentlemates can feel the love from all the green suits around the world. Alonzi, because they are about to hit the stage and give it everything they got.
Look, this is what you brought Joe in for, man. This is a series that Gentlemates have been on the losing side of throughout the entirety of this season, and this will be their first time with him plugged into the roster on the other side of that stage. So for Paris Gentlemates, right now it's just trying to handle business as usual. S&D looks like it's been in the best spot it has been in months, and they just got to go through Riyadh. I say it like it's easy, guy, but we all know that we might be going the distance.
I mean, it sounds easy when you put it like that, but it's champs, all right? Anything can happen, and we have seen that so far throughout the tournament. Make sure you let us know in the chat who you want to win, because it could be their final time. Miles, Chance, let's dive into the game.
Thank you, Blaze. Thank you. Later in the night, here we go on this Saturday here in Champs, and it is going to be a fun one. Gentlemates again. First time we get a taste of Aluka's skills here with the Falcons. Should be good.
And nothing to lose in this series, especially for the Falcons. First tournament for Aluka at Champs, already top 4. Expectations have been exceeded, and now you're just playing for extra money. I mean, you're going to jump up an extra $160K if you win this match.
Yeah, that's not bad whatsoever. A single match of Blue But the Falcons are in this tournament so far. They have stunned, they have turned heads, and they have absolutely turned it around. What an up and down season they have had. The single change has net them quite the success. That man on screen, Aluka, alongside Xnid, Kismet, and Celium. We'll see how far they can truly go. Charles, what are the strengths of this squad right now?
Clearly not their monitor settings. That is the most diabolical setup I have ever seen. He plays at a Dutch angle. I don't know how he makes it work, but the CDL pros we have are some freaks in game. If this bumps out, headsets on, let the real world melt away and sink yourself into the game at those beautiful pink tables. It is going to be a very fun time.
Lucas in the double handle. He's ready to go, man. Yes, Exnid's monitor is a serious tilt. I've had the pleasure of standing behind it, and it's extremely disorientating. On the other side of the stage, all straight and level, except for Joe, who has to bump the height of his monitor because he's such a tall player himself. But a tall player out of game, tall in game as well. Joe, a force of nature here at Champs.
Arkansas Farm Boy. They are built different, corn-fed, ready to go. When he bounces on the stage across from you, it is an intimidating thing. The Jolly Giant, you know they're going to be excited to see a Den for the map number 1 because you have Den Ghosty on the squad, but they run for the tournament. Well, for Paris Gentlemates, they ran into an Optic who have been scorching hot up until that last series, but as in losers, not too shabby. Each of these teams achieved a 3-0 earlier today.
Yeah, both these teams trying to get themselves into a last chance at the tournament here against Optic Texas, which we'll play earlier with a riveting nail bite in game 5. That one hurt. Optic fans, that was a tough one. But good news, you get to watch your boys play again tonight and see if they can survive and make it to Sunday. Keep that 3-peat dream alive. Both of our squads here raring to get that ring, that coveted championship for their club. But what an opportunity they've got. Get through this squad, get through Optic, beat FaZe on Sunday. Charles Gentlemates, what makes them so good?
Full squad. They have just an absurd amount of firepower. Literally every single player on their team has takeover potential. We have seen it from all 4 players at FaZe tournament. Another clip from Estriel on the old overload exposure, really a standout in my mind. But for a map like this, for the Gentlemates, they get runs through the ARs. This will be one of the toughest tests Aluka has had in his entire career.
What a way to do it. Big bright lights, big stage, ton of cash and legacies on the line. He's an unknown variable that we have added to this equation, and things have already got very explosive. Den, map number 1. Here we go. Both our squads want to start the series off right, start strong with that sprint towards 3 wins. Fringe for the SMT as well. Can't wait to see how that goes. But for now, to Den we descend. Here we go. Map number 1.
And it's done. Dodge the nades. Not all of them exited. Cleaned up by nade number 2. Jodeci is going to be there, but Kisman's going to fill in. Paris Gentlemates a little bit passive off the rip, except for Estriel. Man on the pinch, going to be the nuisance. You can see how hard Kismet is working on the time to keep him away. And well, Kismet gave you the old college try, but for Paris, it's a nice retake.
Dead Ghosty. That nickname hangs on.
How does Joe already have
good for him? He's looking for number 5. Exit there on the hop. Great nade. Here's cleans 3, Ghosty gone, and that is going to be the Falcons on time.
Yeah, interesting decision for Paris. A little bit passive off the break, even with Jodeci getting the 4 kills. Effectively trying to retake P1, but they get punished by the exact same sequence. Down by about 15 going into due time, and you have 2 players right now in mid-cut. Paris, they are chowing old, not playing for the rotation, and that means Falcons have it under lock and key.
It's a big one through Kiz. A lovely spree. On board with Celium, a new lease of life in his gameplay as of this tournament. P2, open, Falcons in. Exnid gets himself on the board. We've seen him have an incredible tournament so far. On the cell, 3 in a row, halfway to the Hellstorm here on P2.
Yeah, fairly fresh team. You see them reorganizing the positions of where you want everybody to go. Celium going to be now super soaking in the time with the 3 spree that he's on and the full supported cast around the hill.
Here we go, lads. Dancing, trying to dodge. You any advantage you possibly can in the gunfight. Lovely damage here from Cell. The spree still good. The backup there arrives. Estriel from Couch is immediately eliminated by Exnid. What a play. 4 for Cell, and the hard point firmly in the hands of the Falcons.
He's 75% of the way to a Hellstorm, so the final 10 seconds to collect. Good time. This is a monstrous lead to be able to pick up for the Falcons. They're ahead of the rotation too.
Cell spree's nice. That 7-3 out of Kiz, fantastic as well. Don't be there for the Gentlemates here to really get things. Once that ball gets moving, it's gonna get moving. Over there to find it. Oh boy, what a kill. Somehow walking away with his life. Another 3 dead. Celium still on the spree. Holding on for dear life. Can he get the streak? He can indeed. That's a big win for the Falcons.
Boy, they're flying. Cell, I mean, he just lived from P1. That is maybe an 80-second life he was just able to have. And, well, you converted that into a solid chunk of time. Still a great lead. Right side spawns for Falcons. Everything is going right.
Here comes the next wave of Paris Gentlemates players. Estriel, the opening ordinance, delivers the goods. Shots in from Aluka, way up high. Aim 5 overall with 25 to go here on P3. Next wave of Parisian players now on the push. So far, so good for Kiz.
They cannot find any degree of opening. Estriel, maybe he gives you a single kill, and 10 seconds of scrap time you're going to be fighting for. And he is not giving it to you for free. Celium rips your head, you lose the spawn. Another rotation lost, and they can't win a single gunfight. Falcons right now, this is final form.
What are you meant to do in a game against Aluka and Celium when they are shooting like this?
Sid can't hang. He just got gunned down long range. Aluka going toe-to-toe with the best. And God, he's looking good.
He's looking strong. 13 seconds for the Genomates is all they've got. We've nearly completed the first set. This is the last hard point, the last chance for those pink arrows to get in the game.
Oh, Trophy helping him out. Gonna back away for the stun grenade. And finally, pressure prepares towards the front. Go Seed. Good for all three in the 4-man wipe. And since the opening break, this is the first time Paris are in control.
It's about time they got in. Good looks now for Paris, trying to create some space on the map to deal with. Aluka immediately gives you a body shot, takes care of some of the air in those lungs. Now slowing things down, Estral. Not letting it happen. 5 spree, ideal timing, and close to streets.
And one more kill, he's going to be able to pick it up. Keep in mind, Selim has it in the back pocket. Kismet showing his new tech. Always a smart player. The man can float. He can do whatever he wants. That is a core workout. He delivers.
I do believe we have some friends from Treyarch in the building. That's a fun one to add to the list of these players. Breaking the rules of time and space here in BO7. 11-9 for Kiz. Looking for number 12. And the dominance here in the first set of hardpoints, absolutely astounding from the Falcons.
Yeah, Dr. Dog answering that question. How long must we wait? Well, up until champs. 100-point lead now. It has been a gorgeous P1. And finally a trade rolling through for Paris. But this is a fight to attempt to get to the new time. Watching the bench, you think it's going to be easy? Well, the trades are clean and convenient. Wow. Finally, Paris get away from time, but still down by 100, and Falcons looking good on rotation.
Yes, Joe Nestor on the kills department now, trying to pull things back for Paris. Genomates Kismet runs down Estriel there. Celium still on his tear. That 12-7, very impressive work. A couple of pumps just to stay alive. Here by the broken window. The P2 battle is on, and Joe trade out immediately. Estriel over the top now. We've got a foothold to work with here. Paris, can we make something of it?
Well, they need the individual power to start popping off, because right now it is just your solo chow after solo chow. Can't find the teamwork, so somebody needs to give you 2. Sid delivers. You have the extra men here on the break, and now the trades think are going to be good. Well, they try to go for the teamwork. Turns into a team kill. Ghosty versus 4, trying to hold the line.
Doing it. One of those good kills, Sid. To an effective 5-0 on P2 in a row. Joe deceives, late to the body. What damage he has dealt. No teammates left to pick up the kills. It's a 100-point game now with the Falcons taking flight.
And a slow start for Dan Ghosty. Trophy gonna keep Aluka alive, maybe just for an extra second. So difficult to approach it, and you can just see the NPCs around this time. They're soaring, they're flying, and they are overwhelming the Gentlemates. Can't cook anything up.
Fast rotation, Aluka now alone. Sid trying to get involved, making a meal of it. What damage? Finally able to get the kill. A foothold yet again. Paris Genomates 2 hard points in a row. Let's see how much time we can get.
Well, took care of Exodus. Now you're a little bit safe and comfortable on the time, except for that Hellstorm Celium earned 3 minutes ago. Here's a look at the damage.
Kiz capitalize, the nades are good. Kismet, he finds 2. Sid, the last man left alive on time. The Bulldog finally brought down. And after the streak, after the smoke, we're going to see a lovely hold from Paris. They are fighting, alive and well.
Go with that. Long term, you're going to feel a little bit more comfy. 2 players here from the mid-cut. Sid, well, simply overwhelmed. Exit good for 2, and the break is going to be killing Ghosty. Last man standing and taken nearly off the map, at least good enough to get the time. He's fighting for his life.
Fighting, holding the back. Dealing as much damage as he can to get the bait and switch right now. The numbers, it just feels like they're fighting 5 members of the Falcon and not 4. Rotations off the new hard point. Genomates have driven a line right through the middle of the map. They should have a clear cross here. Joe overzealous on the attack, and Kiz and Cell wipe the lobby clean.
And you can feel the frustration from Joe. Every death he has, his head is snapping back. You feel that if you're sitting next to him. They're looking to get the regain, looking to bully your way through the front side of P4, and Sibin, Estriel, and Joe deceives every single player there for Paris able to fire. They're in control of time.
Surely. Sit here. We start to sit pretty. Identify the attack here from the Falcons. They've given you lots of time to work with. A mistake made now across the line. Falcons still playing for the win. A lovely 2-piece there from Joe. Next man in. Exit finally punches a hole. Sib immediately closes it. Over to Aluka. Last man making the play.
Yeah, huge kill by Sid. Great decision to make sure you get those back spawns. Can't allow Exodus to block them. Trades though for the final hit on this time. 20 seconds left and Falcons get the first 2 kills. The backline defense though is going to be good in a P4 for Paris. That is pretty strong. Get up to 130 as we go into the new time. Maestro still has that Hellstorm in the back pocket. Does not look like they're going to need it for this P1.
It's strong roots from that tree, strong roots there in the Genomics fan base. Surviving to see another set. And Estriel first in. Early nade there, an early crossfire, not enough to keep him in live at the time, and that is an immediate break for the Falcons.
And no Hellstorm invested at some point. I got the square up battle, the dance around P1. Jodeci's looking for it, tries to get active, and just gets taken down. Falcons have the extra edge.
Estriel's got to try and do this alone, it feels like. Now Ghosty bring the AR up close. Aluka easy picking to these weak players. And the Falcons, what a defense network they've got around this hard point. It is nearly impossible to penetrate.
Bears are getting desperate, and for good reason. No open lanes, no open avenues of attack. They're just trying to slide out to the P1. Jodeci is just throwing away his life, desperately trying to make something happen, and they get picked apart every single time. Falcons on this den. This is a runaway game.
Flying through this one, really are. What a contest is still on. Kismet gets himself a Hellstorm, and some things went bad before. Now for the Falcons, the final 10. The P2 is on. Kiss from Spawn, not getting much going. And look at there goes high. The trades are good. Ghosty can't get involved. And map 1. A dominant display and an explosive celebration for the Falcons.
And every time Aluka just looks up at Exton, waiting for the fist bump as that trash talk commences. This is champs. This is for top 3. And that is Paris Gentlemen getting bullied out by the fresh faces of the Falcons. They're up 1-0.
That was not a pretty hard point for a very long time. Falcons. I mean, that was nearly total control. The game flow is going to be hideous, mate. No joke about it. Big work there from Kids at 30 and 20. Superb work across the board and the assists. Everyone pulling their weight and more. How about Aluka? 27 and 20 as well. Great work in nearly every single map we have seen this rookie play. His first professional LAN, and he's kicking ass.
And he has completely changed the dynamic of his team. Selling 20 and 16 doesn't feel the strongest, but the damage is good. The hill time is good. The early Hellstorm was an absolute dagger. On the flip side, the ARs for Paris Gentlemen struggling. No Den Ghosty in map number 1. Sid couldn't find his footing. They were just on the back foot from start to finish. Placer's got to be bumping in the backstage.
Well, he's given us enough, intel this event. We've spoken to play more than most of the coaches. And he's been very confident in the Falcons camp. And it was this level of confidence from day one that we were questioning. There's always that honeymoon period. You do make a big change like this, but man, Aluka is doing something else here. This really is strong, confident work against a lot of good teams. And that man, Aluka, these highlights, he has got one hell of an aim. And again, I said in the map, when Aluka's shooting that well, when Selim is shooting that well, there is not a lot you could do. Your individual gunfights are not going to work out. Sid, signs of life, a couple of nice moments, but the ordnance there from the Falcons battered the mates on that one.
And it feels like a battering, because how much head smashing did we just watch on B1? Jodeci just over and over and over, throwing his life away, trying to add the bodies to the pile to break through the dam. The exact same thing was happening on the P2, just almost like a field of zombies that you're dealing with. And well, simply overwhelming. 250 to 138. It's not even close.
No, 102 to 13. That is a devastating scoreline. 210 to 86. It is a miracle we saw the Genomics fight back through that. We test their mental resolve, and right now, the gameplay, they're barely able to hang in a map like that at times. One of the major changes we saw from the Falcons, we see Aluka come in his interview with Blaze on stage after their first win. The Thieves didn't expect us to shoot back. Well, right now the Falcons are doing more than shooting back. They are clapping everyone across their way. Well, Den was one thing, the respawn was that. But now the Fringe. A little bit of search and destroy chance. This feels different. This feels like a Genomics map.
Yes, they've been very confident on this map throughout the weekend. I think Champs has broken a few teams down, but their gameplay has really displayed a consistently high level. On the flip side for Falcons, just an interesting dynamic, a little bit trickier to play against. Obviously, Kismet showing off that he has the goods. He's finding spots to float on over in a deep corner, maybe on Fringe. He'll have something similar.
That's levitation, kids. Oh, Wonder Boy there finding himself a lovely spree. Started off by that little spot. It's Chaps, folks. All the tricks come out. the dirty playbooks, and that man of the New York Subliners roster, part of one of the trickiest teams in COD history.
And also one of the best mentals in Call of Duty history. The career that he has had, he had a very brief introduction in the Pro League in the introductory year for the CDL, got sent back to the pit, and then he came back soaring to go and get champs. Dealing with players that you think is 99 rated in the champs finals that trash talks him, and he barks back with a big old bite. Bulldog has earned the reputation. Maybe just about 2 weeks ago, he was thinking he might not even be playing at this tournament. The chaos that the Falcons delivered their roster coming into the tournament, well, he's the perfect guy to be able to handle that level of stress. Kismet is built different.
Talking about that mental game, that resolve. After such a whooping in map 1, this Fringe S&D better be something special for Paris. Might just be Judgment Day for the Gentle Mates. Here we go. Couple of big S&D wins. The Hacienda not looking so hot, but Fringe has been good for them. Both Mini and Vegas fall prey to the mates. See what we're made of here this Saturday night in Vegas. Here we go. Falcons on attack first. And it's a real slow one. Oh, Exnid. That would have been the opener.
And if you haven't watched Exnid with the sniper this year, understand that Paris, when they're challenging him, they are playing with fire. He has been a spectacle. Nonetheless, it is a nade that gives you the first blood. Aluka already off the map.
Pressure on. Ghost is going to peek this wire, but Cell lined up. Ready to party. Ghost in on high hops. No one gets involved there. A-bomb site now might be the target for that bomb. And Exnid, sniper in hand as well. He's trying to make something happen.
You just wait and see if anybody's going to overcommit on the pinch. His teammates trying to make a play towards the B side. If they don't have the bomb, they're just looking for the kill.
For the kills, kids in position. Watch that flank Cell. He knows he has to do it for himself now. Fast wrap. Ghosty can make some damage. Estriel gets involved. Estriel can't get it all done though. 2v3. Ghosty down. 2v2. 30 seconds on the clock. We're going to make a move here, Falcons.
It's getting mixy. Not a lot of time. You expect you're going to have to go for this bomb plant, but the Paris players, they're going to be here. Kismet has to watch over.
No time to plant. It's a fight. Over the top, Sim. Gets both. So they may stay the round.
There's the Paris players trying to get confidence going and flowing. Sib good for 3 in the round. Only 134 damage. He got to be the cleanup crew first with the nade and for the final 2 shots, but nonetheless, don't miss, don't lose. Good for round 1.
And again, one of my favorite submachine gun players in the league right now. Sim.
Yeah.
He's fantastic with that NPC. That certainly changed things here in BO7. What a great round. 3 there for Sib. Swap sides, get involved. Young Joe, our bomb carrier now. Watch out for the nades. Couple of connections there with the stun. See if this one hits. Classic 2-2 split here for the Falcons on defense.
Interesting smoke that just got tossed. That might be the tech for the Falcons or an idea that they're playing with, or just a mistake. We never know, but a 4-man spread across the map defensively. Paris looking for any degree of opening. Intel on Aluka on the A site. And a nade there to meet him, but no connection, no free first bloods.
You can't find the opening, you have to make it. And here we go through A. Kismet. What an off angle. Good for 1. Aluka playing it safe and steady from the inside of the bomb site. Ghosty, lovely damage. Gets away with his life. Reinforcements en route. Exnid is here. But inside the bomb site, we're giving space up. Exnid baits him into the snipe. No good on the second. 30 seconds to play.
Aluka's making moves. They're just going to swarm. They're going for the trap. You got a 3v2. Play the main advantage. They're both in sight. They're both 1 HP. Joe Deceives left on an island.
Lined up. Exnid from the snipe to the Jaeger. What a damaging round it was for him. 2 big kills.
Just swarming. That is exactly the strat you want to sort of play call going into the round. Trust Aluka on the site. Working with Kismet in the junkyard. Get the first blood, but even though he's traded out, he's there to fill in the back alley. An efficient round rolling through, and Exnid, maybe the most passionate player we have in the league, now chomping in these comps.
He wants this so bad. The only Saudi player here in the league representing an entire region. It means so much to these players. Jeez, my goodness. He's gonna hit one of those days. Oh!
That's a hit marker trade. Sid hit markered him originally, so yeah, a little bit of a back and forth battle.
Here's, oof, we're doing it. It's like Neo and Agent Smith just taking pot shots. Sib Stout changes the angle, though, trying to help out the push from Celium. Lined up now, all of them. Through the train tracks we go. Sib repositions yet again. Sib has the cross. Or not, he's left it. 2A we go.
Looks like Paris, they're going for the double pinch. Ghost is going to be playing the absolute depths of spawn, and the longer you wait to plant, the better the situation for Paris.
Ghost is still watching just what he can. Down that street. Big wrap is on. Now the Gentlemate's in the spawn of the Falcons. Exnid surely checks this. Oh, good God. Oh, good God. Here comes Joe. Or not. Instant trade. Snipe's still good. Sib's alive and well. He's chowed again. Sib's out by the train tracks now in his 2v2. You see here, Luca. Back and forth on the check. Here come the Gentlemates. Sib and Ghosty on site. The trap is set. Celium eats them alive.
And so difficult and so patient for a Luca. Very difficult to not tweak in circumstances like this. Celium tucked in a corner, and the play ends up being perfect to hold that site. Dangerous in close corners with the M15, but that's where Luca's going for the swing. You see Exnid, 6 HP. They're just trading shots away.
Impressive stuff. The duel will continue between Exnid and Sib at long range for the rest of this map. Lovely position there from Cel and Luca towards the end of the round, both watching each other's backs effectively. Big Luca fan in the venue. Exnid cracks one right past Estriel.
And a ton of pressure on Luca at this moment. Well, he got Exnid wrapping back, currently the lone defender. He's getting tagged up. He's got the trophy, but gunned down. Yep, overwhelmed. The 2v1 exchange. They found the blood they were looking for.
It's like a hit and run, though. You get the kill at A, you go over to B. Riyadh Falcons not falling for it. Kids, we're squaring up with Sib. Old teammates let each other know. Joe up close. What a slide right in there. Team friendly fire. No, not what you want. Exnid, though, it's a 1v3 with Snipe. Quick reposition, find another weapon. Wonderful spatial awareness to remember that was in play. Here we go. Exnid. Not going down without a fight. The Gentlemates equalize 2-2.
And you can see how difficult it is to even see pro players at this level. They're always pixels, always in prime position, and there's always more than you're prepared for. One guy in the back truck, Sib right tucked in this corner, and the other guy coming through barn. Paris snapping into position in this round, and there was a very small moment, window of opportunity to find a Luca before the support came through on the bomb site. Timed it out perfectly. A small weakness exposed to get the round.
Well, here we go. Luca yet to get himself a kill. He's been very active so far. Regardless, Exnid still with that snipe. The hand is hot. Why not? And the positioning right now, Luca's still trying to watch that flank. No one making too much happen yet. And again, a very nadeable position here, but it seems like the Gentlemates might be holding on to theirs.
First attempt at the blood was the nades, no dice. Stun's only going to be base. It's going to be a very quick B hit.
Kids are going right through the front. Ghost is going to play it real safe. He gets through. Not undetected though, he eats the nade. And now dots all around him with a patience payoff. Sibs hit the flank. It's a huge play from the Gentlemates. What a slam dunk. Lead change, Paris.
Smoked by your own smoke. No aim assist there on the gunfight for Sib. It makes the perfect play. Hyper aggressive going in through tools. And just the utter swarm. I mean, that smoke grenade is the go button. The nades then getting called out. You need to rain them on sight. And I think for Paris, that's effectively a perfect retake, and the smoke costed them in the end.
Yeah, what do you do, gentlemen? You play around it. You flank tracks, you overwhelm the front. Did not work out for the Falcons. Still, long way to go here on Fringe. And Sid this time, again, back over the NPC. Hyper aggressive here from Maluka. He's trying to take the round into his own hands. Sib's read this nearly perfectly. Waiting for a mistake to be made. Slight exchange of gunfire there down by the railway tracks. That's the right-hand side of Sib now, and nothing being shown. Aluka, how patient is the young rookie? Not patient enough, Sib. 4 in a row.
Still on a donut. He was trying to get weird with it. Instead, he gets punished. Sib having a phenomenal map number 2.
Estriel, oh my word, gets right out, gets involved. Goes deep, catches him through the smoke. The spree's now continuing. Sib, 5. Last man in the middle of the map. Exited down and out. Complete control, suffocation by the Gentlemates.
It's bullet ball. They have found their weak link on the opposite side. Aluka struggling on the map. He's had a couple of first deaths, making 3, especially on the defensive end. Picking up the kills through 10 in the junkyard, wherever they find it. Once they find that open lane, the rounds collapse. See, Kismet and Estriel, the duel they had. Well, Kiz left 1 shot. Easy cleanups there for Ghosty. And a 4-2 advantage for Paris.
0-5 for Lucas so far here on Fringe. Showing in the round count. Still admirable that he's trying to make something happen. He's trying different things out. Strong looks from the rook still. A-bomb site. We've made entry. They've lined up for a moment, but it's just to bring Kiz down. Exited, tagged. You have a man there on the alleyway. That's Aluka. Can he find one? Does better than that. Doubles the kills. What a play. 2v3.
He needed that. Now you got to close the round out. Ghosty and Estriel for the 2v3. Ghosty responsible for the outer lane of the bomb. Yet to get planted.
Wow.
And you're just getting shredded. Well, that should call the round.
Yeah, they're going for it. Wait, Ghosty might catch these players. It's crossed through the middle of the map. Eyes on a few of them. Can he get away with his life? The chase is on, and Ghosty down. And what a turnaround by Aluka.
Can't even throw a shoulder against Selly, and he's just going to wipe you off the map. Quick round that you needed. Aluka gets on the board, not just for the 2-piece that he had, but he gets the final one. 3 and 5, and now you got all 4 Falcons players in the mix. See what Paris want to do on the attacking round. They've had success picking him off for the first blood towards that A site. And he's shown a few different looks. Might be time for Falcons to play for a retake.
Well, let's see if we got a bomb plant by the gentleman. It's been lethal rounds, a lot of kills so far. 3-1 split. We're seeing lots of this here on Fringe. Our bomb being the island player. A risky move. And now Estriel trying to make a move of his own. Oh, he's taken a couple of big hits. One of those bullets bigger than the others. Exited, what a first.
Blown away. First, what it needed on the defensive end. For Paris, this is just a delicate spot for Sid.
This is scary, man. He's got no cover to really work with here. He is in the middle of that street. But if he's the man to pounce, it might just pay off for him. Heavily damaged. Can't get away. Trade's good. Man advantage Falcons. A spot now for the Gentlemate still. Joe, oh my good God, the whole team's at the back. And the trades, it was never gonna go your way. Falcons, 4-4.
In a round where your communication means so much. I think Selly and Top Barn might have seen that pressure through the middle of the map. Stuns connect on the player, trying to hop in towards Dub. Exit with a snipe over towards Square. Connecting on the guys, he's jumping in the window. Just prepared for that mid-map pressure. Look at all those white arrows just staring down the barrel of mid-map. That's a nice catch for the first blood.
What a difference maker we have seen from Exton in this tournament. It's a 4-speed right now for Selling that we're worried about. Effective nades there on towards the A-bomb. Creating a huge amount of noise on that side of the map. Estriel, though, not giving this up. Perfect corner. No good for the trade. Kiz is sweet for now. I do believe he's on the trail. Goes to there, down low. Spots him out. Here comes the challenge. Kiz buying time. More than time. What a gunfight. 2 more players still to deal with, and Kismet on the hunt.
So much time in this round. No pressure to go for this plant. Wait for the intel. This is Falcons' playground.
They've managed to exfiltrate there from the B-bomb site now to A as a team without a single shot being fired. There we go, finally Ghosty. Oh no, he rings the alarm bell. And the first man to fall in the fight. 3v1 now. Joe, what a task this is. Here comes the plant. And all the usual spots checked. Good luck, Joe. You're gonna need it. Put down, slaughtered, map point Falcons.
They were down 4-2. 3 rounds in a row they have achieved. Big mental here on the main stage at COD Champs. Selling for the final kill at 8-4. But it's Kismet, the dance work. Just light,
huge.
former teammate,
That's
gone.
Huge. I mean, that's the right gun at the right time. Sim, even aiming high, like he saw the wall run, or the jump rather, in the playbook there. Still couldn't stop him. NPC, just too much. Well, map point Falcons. An aggressive gambit towards A. They're overextending. Can Sim level the playing field? No, no snipe. The bomb's made it to B. Exited here, the sole defender. Reinforcements now on the shuffle. Falcons now together.
They're not forcing it. They're going to wrap back. They have no space on the map. That is a wide open A site. They don't have this information, but they're clearing it out.
Paris are trying to take this fight on their terms. Info passed. Numbers now. Do we go back? We have the option. Estriel has kept the back door safe. Back to B we go. Genomics are certainly playing this their way.
They've just juked them out of their shoes. Another situation, the sooner you get this bomb down, the better the situation for Paris.
Again, you're able to isolate, you can contain these players to a degree, but you've got to get the bomb down. 30 seconds. Falcons, they might be striking faster than you think. They're going for it. They're getting involved. Exit with the damage. Selim's now gone wide. The bomb's still yet to be planted. 20 seconds on it. It's going to be a fight for the final few seconds of the map. The Falcons have fought their way through. They know the B bomb site is clear. They know A is all that remains. And Kismet decimates them on Fringe. It is a calm and confident 2-0 lead here in this elimination matchup. The gentle mates are being skinned alive. Falcons 2-0.
God Champs is different. Impacts you in a different way. Paris that final round, they played it perfectly. Juked them out both times. Had the mini-map looking exactly how you wanted. Not confident and not quick enough to solidify the play. It is Falcons setting place and playing just fearlessly. Kismet, double digits there, 3 first bloods, and of course as a team, Falcons only got 4 first bloods. They got the 6 rounds that they needed. Now just 1 map away from top 3 at Champs. Just the chaos that this team has dealt with. Well, here they are. They can taste the victory.
Scar overload is all that remains for them now. Sake hardpoint, we've seen how devastating they can be on that, so again, that's a bit of a pimple there for the Genomics to worry about. Raid, SD for game 5, if we have to go that far. At this point in time, though, it is feeling dire for the Paris Genomics. We will see, though, what happens after this break, folks. COD Champs, anything can happen. Don't go too far. On the other side of this one, Scar Overload, a 3-0, or the beginnings of the comeback. We'll find out after this.
Black Ops 7 returns to the Esports World Cup this summer. Scan the QR code to get your tickets now. Go pick up the 2026 Call of Duty League Championship Tracer Pack. You can support all 12 Call of Duty League teams. Player X is the official esports fantasy partner of the Call of Duty League.
Brought to you by America's Navy and the special operators who work in the shadows.
At COD Champs, the fun goes beyond your seat. If you're in the starter ranks, you gotta slide over to the iconic Vegas sign for a quick photo. Then drop into the playground made for adults. And then go swimming with sharks at the Shark Reef Aquarium. Now at the next level, full send the obstacles at Spy Ninja's Adventure Park. Then get active at Lake Las Vegas Water Sports. For the ultimate experience, take a helicopter tour of the Grand Canyon. Then jump off an 800-foot building at Sky Jump. And that's how you make your Champs weekend unforgettable.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to COD Champs here live in Las Vegas. About ready to get ourselves into this map number 3. Lots of chance here taking you through what should be a fantastic matchup. And so far, if you're a Falcons fan, it's a very good day indeed. 2-0 for the Falcons so far. Bit of a shock as far as we're
It turns out Vegas is a good place to honeymoon. They have enjoyed this tournament so far, exceeded everybody's expectations. I think the majority of the community probably expected them to bomb out of top 8. Here they are, fighting for top 3 and looking good while doing it. Incredible stuff, and on the flip side for Paris, I mean, this is it. Back against the wall, gotta dig deep.
It's always the rookies, man. It's the rookies and their big tournaments. It's the ones you least expect, only kidding. It's the ones that everyone expected and everyone wanted to see on a big team. And now they're doing it. Beluga, what an opening he has had to his time in the Call of Duty League. 3-1 against Thieves, sorry. 8-0-3 against FaZe. And then Heretics to take care of business there. Falcons, what a run they have had as well. Well, Genomates, no smooth sailing. They take down Koi. They fall prey to Optic 3-1. Take over G2. We now find ourselves really in hot water. This is not where you want to be, Paris. The comeback, no, has to happen.
I just know for Bears, when they were playing against Optic yesterday, they found themselves down in the series, and they almost looked happy going into that map 4, extremely confident leading into the Colossus. Well, now they're playing against the Falcons, and there are no smiles on anybody's faces. It is all about the business. You double your cash, you win this series, jump up into the big money when you get towards the top 3. And what an interesting roster this has been. Maybe the most comfortable that, Kiz, Cell, and Exodus have been able to play. You got the guys in the right rules. Got a good teammate there as your fourth. And here you are already top 4 again. Double your cash. You win this match.
Big money, big changes. And for a player like Aluka, I mean, this is a life-changing weekend in nearly every regard. Good to see his face when he saw himself in his very first death segment. And it was a real reminder that the dreams do come true for a lot of these players. For the hard work, the dedication, the commitment to craft, a little bit of luck, you can get there. And now with the opportunity, we'll see if he can truly take it. Will we see more of that greatness that we've come to expect over the last few days? Same thing for the gentleman ace. It's do or die time now going into Scar Overload. The Tiger's come a long way. We're going to send him home just yet. Last ditch attempts now. Paris Gentlemen.
And for them, this is not the graphic you want to see. Selling apparently just hibernating the entire year. Waiting in that hyperbaric chamber just for this very moment. #1 KD at the tournament in this game mode. Scar is in AR's playing ground. Selling that dangerous backup man, but you're thinking from map #1, the AR duo for Paris really struggled. Selling, Aluka having a great time. Well, they fall off the rip.
Big 2 out of Estral. Massive pressure here from the Paris Gentlemates. Cell, what a corner. Cell, oh, what a stop. Exit joins in, and here go the Falcons. You've rolled over Paris, you've charged through the middle of the map. The last man alive is going to pick up that AMP and get things moving. The battle continues. Lovely bounce back here. What a rebuttal by Paris.
Falcons less interested in the EMP, more interested in the KD. Well, extra kills added to the pile, but off the reset.
Oh my
God. Shot control. You're dancing with Estriel, and that is a dance with the devil. Takes one of the grave with them, but dead even right now across the map. He's got a 50-yard line spread.
He's a bad man. Oh, Kiz, nice too. Oh, he's making a run for it. What a stop, Estriel, big kill, but the run is still very much alive. Here comes Exton. Aluka, the lead block. It's an open goal, and it should be good. No, what a save, Joe! A big 3, Paris forward.
They thought they had it. They just assumed it was going to be a guarantee. Not while Joe Deceives is alive. Now you got Sid going for the green pitch, able to get a single kill, and that is now open pressure. Aluka, the only defender on the site, and they're going for the jukes. Paris almost don't know what direction they want to go, but they've cleaned out everything, and they strike first. A momentary mishap for the Falcons, and they get punished instantly.
From 3 on your very own goal line to a score. Joe Deceives, what a moment. Top line now, all good, looking for the rally. That's an outstanding stop from Exnid, and a pick up now from Celian. They can deal with Estriel now, the last thorn on their side of the map. It's time to get their runners on.
Yeah, I mean, it misses the first leg chop out of green, follows up with a nice wall bounce. Good for the kill, and Estriel leading the lobby with 11. Now you got that topside device spawns, and if you got the plane heading, well, you effectively have control. Falcons apply that pressure. Wow, very aggressive, looking for the kills first, but unable to connect.
Oh my, Estriel, a killing machine. Goes to the flank. Oh, he hears a thunderous footstep behind him. Pressure's certainly on here. Gentlemates, not in the strongest position, but they've made it work. Finding the kills. EMP still there. It's top lane. It's not going to move from this position until somebody scores. And right now, the Gentlemates trying their way across the map. A couple of big kills. They have the numbers for now.
They're just going to try to run this through. Aluka, well, he's got a little bit of help. Him and Exnid both in corners. Joe Deceives, though, gives you that first blood. And you have the pressure, but the full send, not going to pay off. That device guy back down.
Yeah, big 3. Last man there on the EMP. That's going to be the kill. Now it's going to be a quick shuffle here from the Gentlemates. You've got to get across the map as fast as possible. They spawn low. They need to run high. Kismet gets right in the middle of the spawners, causing problems. Exnid, good for 1. Last man left alive, Cell, and this is a lovely bit of defense. Vasilian, he's staying alive. Reinforcements on the way. Attack number 2.
If you go fast enough, you might be able to leave Estriel out of the picture. Now trying to sort of contain them in the middle of the map, but the Falcons, everybody's here grouped up together. They just can't find these kills.
Still unable to pry a hold there in the defense. Exnid keeping the flank safe. They over the top, that's 2. Looking for the 3rd man on the outside of the wall. Joe playing in close by the APC. We might be making this happen. No, what a stop. Exnid a big 2. The last man, no. And it's another save. Aluka, can he get it done? No, what a goal. Stoppage from Paris again.
Iron defense, and it was Estriel. Good to give you two. You don't want the device to reset if your pairs want to pick this up and make some moves, but now you got a pistol in hand, and Joe sees all the pressure in the world. He wins the important one. Now his teammates here on the respawn. A delicate moment. Go to Sieves, stay strong.
Can't die here, Joe. Dangerous place to be. We're going out. We've got the spawns on the top side right now for the Falcons. They've got some cover. Ghosty trying to make a play here by the B goal. Can't take care of Exit. It's another 3 in the feed, and yet again, Joe alone.
I was gonna say, hey guys, where'd you go? Well, missing. Now you got device control. 2 players already near spawn. Falcons, so much pressure.
Here we go. Flying forward, Kismet gets it, and Exit over the line, 30 to play.
It's so tricky. They're like prioritizing this B zone on the bottom side of the map, and well, now they're good for the reset, so you're looking for the rally.
Looking out for that rally. Still Cellium. He needed those kills. Yet again. The Gentlemate's defensive line, absolutely stunning. When you need it the most, goes to you, Joe. Wicked work. This is not over yet. 10 seconds. Someone has to touch the EMP to force the extra time. Exit trying to make something happen, and it looks like we are going to be going into the second half without it.
Yeah, just barely 0.1 seconds away from that final opportunity in attempt, but the final tally from the first half, it was a almost guaranteed capture for the Falcons towards that B zone. They felt like they had it. Joe to Sieves comes scorching in to pick up 3 and turns it into their first score. Here's the side look at Cellium just looking the wrong way, and Joe to Sieves snappy with that MPC.
What we saw in that first half, though, very much a stronger hit here from the Riyadh Falcons. More attempts on the goal of the Paris Gentlemates. Oh, we were close there, kids. Close. But not close enough. Into the second half we now go. All tied up at 1-1. And the Falcons definitely showing a lot of zeal here. More attempts on the attack. Paris, that defense holding, but holding for how long? Up 5 to play.
Slay heavy and aggressive are the Falcons. Always looking to push up and get this space and find these kills before they really commit to the objective, but able to find the kills. Bears holding strong. That's 2 in the feed their way.
Cell now, going to have to slow things down a bit. Still maintaining that zonal pressure there, right in the middle of the map. Oh, a lovely attack here from Estriel. And he's still dancing. Estriel, what a moment. Just playing there with the Falcons defense, opening a hole here to work with by the top.
Estriel buys a little bit of time. Messes with Exnid's timing. Thinks he has the clearance towards playing side the map. Instead, Paris now, all the pressure in the world.
Uh-oh, lets a player through. Unfortunate moment. Sim trying to get it going now. It's going to be a couple of kills going the way of the Falcons. That is a big opportunity now. Get themselves out of trouble. Get that EMP towards the halfway mark.
And, I mean, listen, the mini-map from Falcons. Luca's standing on the B portal. Ghosty's
Ghosty.
going to be behind you.
Ghosty.
Could be a runaway game. Picking up and going. Oh. Plays for the second. And he doesn't want the device just yet. He hesitates for a moment. And it's enough to make it weird.
He's making it happen. Oh, what an attempt. Here comes Sim. EMP's been touched. It won't reset for a few moments longer. No one there for the Gentlemates. Joe, the furthest man forward. We saw the vision, we saw the attempt, the solid defense there at the Falcons. Stay alive.
Feel the pressure in this game. For Paris, elimination on the line. 2 kills in their feed, their direction. And Aluka should be dealt with. Joe to Sieves, good for the trade. Exnid taken care of. And now you got number 4, Estriel. Lead blocker over towards the tank. Paris, all the kills they need.
Can they get a couple more? So upstairs, Estriel yet again goes big. It's a lovely 3 spree. Now trying to cut the spawners. Success on 1. It's an open goal. You've got a chance here. Gentlemates, it's good. It's a lead change with 3 to play.
Estriel's playing this map with a shotgun. That's helpful. Civ, normally he team kills his teammates with the grenades. This one, well, he finds himself. See how big of a difference that actually makes. That'll give the plane heady control to the Falcons. 2.5 minutes is a ton of time, and they can hit that goal.
Oh, we're on. Civ goes big. What a play. Gets 2, takes care of the carrier. And now Joe's on the overextension. And this is where you want to be for the Paris Gentlemates. We saw most of the first half played out from these very positions. Joe starting to get going. Here comes the next wave. Civ trying to lead the charge. M15 in hand. And it's good for 1. It's a carrier drop. Cell lives. Falcons survive.
2 minutes to play. Device is going to reset on the top side of the map. Bears right now have the control, but yeah, Kismet wants to get it out of the dodge. She's going to carry this through mid, maybe wrap it around P2. Currently in shop, Joe to Sieves is going to keep mid back.
Just want to keep possession if you can. Try to open another lane, pull those defending players out, create some space, try to create an opportunity. Falcons trying to do so. Yet again, Paris with the pickup. Last man Civ. Where's the spawn's going to happen? Top side right now, and this is a dangerous spot to be in for Paris.
Yeah, he just took it to exactly where the Falcons wanted it. The Falcons, though, can't get the kills. It's a nade from Jonas Steves. Selling well needs to play keep away. This device will reset in a very different direction. Falcons, they need this touch.
Gotta grab it. Next dude. Trying to stay alive, not going for the touch. There's the reset back to the top side of the map. Falcons out of position here. We're going to have to make a move. Ghosty down. The line now drawn as the Gentlemates, they're doing what they can to park this. A minute to play. And this is what survival looks like. You start to lose these kills though. Exnid opens up that top lane, looking for another kill on a Ghosty. Can he guarantee the run here? We could be looking at another. Joe in position to maybe make something happen. Is Kid's gonna check it? How does he know? How does he know? It's a run for the Falcons. It's an open goal. Ezreal, can he save this? He can for now.
The spawns were there anyway, right on top of the A zone. Paris, well, the gift, they will take it. A 4-man wipe in their feed, and now you just need to survive for the next 30 seconds.
Survive it, holding on. 30 seconds, maybe go for the attempt. This could change in a heartbeat. Falcons trying to pry it open. Paris, survival. This is what it looks like. And Joe, survival instincts kick in.
Don't need to touch it. Hang out on the plane, heady, play the aggressive. You are just playing keep away.
Play that corner, just get those kills, every single one. Buys you a second longer. Ghosty making a run, crossing it to the other side of the map now. Exted. An opportunity now as Luca, he crosses the middle of the map. And with a few seconds to spare, no touch. No good. Gentlemates survive.
Bears on patrol. A scrappy battle. They were just able to win. Very low-scoring game. Very few opportunities to get it. Quite literally, the key moment is Jonas Eves popping 3, stopping the score, and converting that into one of your own. Game that goes 2-1. I mean, that quite literally, the big difference makes.
Joe deceives, he's one of your own. How close you came. Kismet for the extra time in the first half. Exnid for the touch there in the dying seconds, just for a shot of the equalizer, while Gentlemates survive a very tender and frightening time to park it. But they hang on by the skin of their teeth. Scar comes to a close, 2-1 our final score. And 2-1 in this series as well. Now to Sake. A map that we have seen the Falcons look great on. As far as the highlights are concerned, the first half, fantastic attempt by the Falcons, but really unable to break through that Paris defense. They ran Scar very, very tight.
One big moment from Joe. Your third look at it. And again, a moment where I assume Falcons probably felt like they had the guaranteed score. Instead, they get punished. They battle right back, eventually find a capture of their own, but really just a game of defense. A lot of iron resolve. Maybe a missed opportunity here for Ghosty, but it doesn't matter when you get the dub. I think Paris just had so much pressure in the second half, constantly inside of blue. That 2-1 lead, I mean, that was what, maybe 3 minutes of a defensive line, even with Kismet checking these corners. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Well, yeah, the Paris spawns there on the A zone, a little bit nutty with Ezreal's pinch. Doesn't make a bit of a difference, but fun map 3.
Great fun map 3.
Nice, Rebel Ball. Nice! Rebel, nice! Come on, baby, we're this shit.
NT indeed. NT indeed. The Sake we now go, and chance again. We've seen the Falcons on this map. They turn the Thieves inside out back on day 1. Can we make it to the raid? Do the Gentlemates have what it takes to shoot the Falcons right down, get them over to that raid?
Both of these teams know they're in for a gauntlet. You get this win, you play again on the main stage. No rest for the wicked. It has been a demonic lobby. Digging deep for this one and talking over the strats on Sake. Maybe a little bit of extra tape for the Paris players. See if you can deal with the likes of a Luca. You saw how explosive he was on P3 on this map. P4, excuse me. Falcons gonna be happy to see it. Laser focused. The rookie, no respect to those firing range bots.
He's locked. He's one of those close street players. You tilt your entire head to see the mini-map. In a position like that, if he takes care of his posterior chain, that's a problem for a later year. For now, young Aluka enjoying himself here on the main stage. Is that the CPR? Is that the paddles to the chest of the Gentlemates? Are they back to life? Are they ready to go? A new lease now as we go to Sake one more time. Again, game plan known for the Falcons. A known quantity. There's videotape out there of them. Will that be enough to give the Gentlemates an advantage?
This was definitely the map where we realized this kid can play. Near 2.0 KD, great hill time. Very solid on the damage front. The map Falcons, very happy to see Sake, a recent addition in the map set. Extremely dangerous territory here for the Gentlemates.
Here we go, map 4. Paris, their lives still on the line. They've bought themselves a lifeline here. What the? We'll take it. Paris on top.
Bears get in. That's a heck of a way to win the opening break. Joe Seed's going to give you 2, so now wants to be the super soaker. Collect the time, collect the kills, and, well, collect death. Maybe a little bit too antsy, a little bit too quick for his own good. Paris, they jump, they bite, and they get punished. Nice little retake for the Falcons.
There's a Falcon behind every single closed door there. That's crazy. Everywhere you look, there's a Falcon player. And they are trying to run you down. Civ, big pickup there, but don't have to kill kids. Still, back into the hill we now go for the Falcons. A slight lead change. And a few more seconds before we will see that P2 activating the top right-hand side of the minimap. Estriel, what a tournament he is having. Can he keep it rolling?
Well, we're trying to soar through and break through that line. Kismet, last man standing for the Falcons, and as he gets taken care of, you just drop the ball on rotation. So a little bit of sloppy COD getting played. Paris going to capitalize. Let's open up the time. Joe Deceives on the back line with the M15. It's everything Paris wants.
It's that back warehouse. It's got the deepest recesses covered here. Battles on the front line though. Here comes Kismet trying to make entry through the front, and the dance is on. Sip, what with a shank in the back corner, but not enough to stop the flow of Falcons onto time.
Just a quick break. Exodus soaring 8-3 early on in this game. When he gets the hot hand, it can be destructive. Celium, call this the God-headed, but he gets removed from it. The teamwork there for Paris on point with the first 2 kills. They're making it to the time.
Tactical 3 there from Aluka to pay off. Exodus now trying to clear up all these damaged players. A lovely nade. Another one there from Kiz to follow up. So an attempt there by the Gentlemates to get him denied. The scrap goes to the Falcons.
You have number 4, Estriel. He's going to be spawning out. So Paris trying to hold this 3v4 for a few brief moments. With the mute field, getting tagged up, but trying to find the motion, cannot connect. It is depths there for Civ, and Joe Deceives, good for 2. First push gets absolutely stuck. That is a clean 4 down. Paris Gentlemates, they get everything they want.
Yeah, that mute field doesn't make you invisible, mate. Maybe on the minimap, not IRL. Oh, shots in from Joe. The lovely dance there through the middle of the map. You've now identified the attack, and that's where Ghosty comes in. The next line of defense here for Paris. Big line up, and he finds a lovely 2. 30 to go. And Kismet yet again throwing these superb nades. Not enough left in the attack here for the Falcons. Staggered again here on P3.
Yeah, now just a moment of disconnect. You don't even want to throw away the final 20 seconds, but you have to if you're playing for the rotation. So now Paris Gentlemates, this is very dangerous territory. Going to have a 60-point lead on the new time. Win the rotation. Could have been devastating, but it looks like Falcons take that right side.
Oh, this is what we've seen a few times now on Sake. Strong hard points, able to rack up real long chunks of time. Come back now on for the Falcons. Aluka on the right flank. Exit on the left. Right bang in the middle. It's going to be Celian and Kismet trying to hold these players at bay. One by one, hold the Gentlemates fighting their way forward. Aluka the perfect stun. Lovely connection, Sib though, staying alive. And the hard point broken by the Paris.
Beautiful. I mean, this is what, a 50-point lead, and this might get a little bit out of control. You are now in the funnel system. Ghosty gets to calm everybody one shot, everybody mid. Estriel knows there's more players. He's unable to heal, and while selling good enough to win the gunfight. Now you got contest on the actual time. Joe is barking for it, but traded out. Again, I think it's been a very scrappy series outside of the first match. Sake shaping up to be the same.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing zen about this garden right now. The green thumbs of the Riyadh Falcons get everything done there on the outside, and now to the top side of the map we go. Our next hard point here in the set. Ghosty on the entry, and that is the full control of the Genomates.
Great play from Dan Ghosty. Good work with his teammate. Dealing with the mid-cut. He knows he's just playing keep away. As he falls, his teammate's picking everything up. There's no pinches. There's no time. You have Exnid roaming depths on the other side of the map. Falcons scoring up for the break. They are so far away.
Look at the contest soon. Nah, no need. Finding a lot of success there from the hip. Is the break good? Sit down. Last man, Joe. Oh, and he's making a meal of it right now for the Falcons. Jeez. Enough to get the reinforcements in position. Ghosty can't survive the concussion. Over the top. That's enough damage just to keep Cell down, but what a hold this has been. The Riyadh Falcons hanging on by their talons, but the Genomates deny yet again.
Bears are just playing a little bit better through the first half. It is going to be a 60-point lead. A couple of these players on the Falcons struggling right from the opening break. They were team-mating, team-killing. They are feeling the pressure of champs.
Scoreline starting to get a bit ugly. Back now to P1, second set of hard points. And that scoreline tells you everything you need to know about how this has gone so far. Falcons, have they showed their hand too soon here at Champs? Arcane not treating them right. Gonna have more than a headache after this one. Genomates with the lead. Let's go for a listen in.
You might be Jim, might be Jim. I'm looking Jim, I'm looking Jim. I don't think he's lit. Maybe it's Mars. Yo, push wine, in wine, 100%. You hear him close right, you hear him close right. Yo, wine! Nice, 2-2. I'm in Jig, I'm going Jig, okay? Yo, put you one, not weak. Not weak. He's dominated. Detonated. Wine, that nice. I'm going Jig. They're main. One more Jig, not weak. I got time. Yo, 2 spawn there, 2 spawn out. 2 spawn out and 2 there. If Kid's an exit, Arnu. I just have back. I think. I'll be on top. Yeah, pick up rocks. Play for Fel if you want, guys. Playing rocks. Look what I got. Go inside. Last two in the back, one front. I'm one shot. Nice. One back door. One shot. There's 20 on deep front. I have all mid. There's 20 on deep front. I'm getting lost in the window. Hard block for me, please. Yes, I'm hard blocking. Nice, Dan. Lift. Missing someone. I'm not missing. Give me short, boys. Yeah, pick up short, Joe. Hold short. Give me back. Hold short. You big P5. Luca. No, I'm no short. I'm short. One short, P5. Short. I'm short. Give me top. I give him short. Nice. One shot. Two starter. My door challenged me on one shot. Everyone's blitzing on the fort. I'm coming. Nice. Let's go. I'll get forward. One shot. Nice. Everyone down. One middle quick. One can take it on me. Heard you. I'm chopping them down. They're rotating. Yo, listen to me. Look at the score. Take our save red. Check these corners, bro. They're probably sitting in the corner somewhere. We are in no rush. I'm sending R. I'm sending P5. Let's go underpass together.
Might not be perfectly keeping track of those players, but by God, is the gunny hot. Bears right now up by 100. One break, and they might as well win the game.
Got 200 to 1 right now. That is about as clean as it could possibly be in the scoreline. Falcons, where are you at? Excellent trying to roll. The hip fire against Estral never works out. Here comes Kiz. You've got the hard point for now, and this is a good look for the Falcons. The first time they've got themselves a 2-3, and so far, not bad at all.
Jumping around, nobody's been able to slip that net. Ghosty trying to give it the try, and he's able to find one trade. Instant Falcons, keeping this under control. 30 more seconds to play with, and hey, if they get it all, we might just have a game. And Bears, honestly, the way they're looking on the minimap, they are setting up for new with 30 seconds left. That just means for Falcons, plenty of time to work on this rotation.
Luca's on a bit of a spree. Selling a spree of his own. We're thinking about those Hellstorms. You would sorely need one to break this hard point. Aluka's now out of contest, halfway for Cell. A couple of kills are going to be helpful now. Through that left-hand side they go. I mean, the spawn's a little bit awkward, but we'll see if that matters. Attack now towards time. Genomates are in. Final 50.
Going for the back spawns first. They don't quite block, so number 3 is actually going to be in the mix, and that's good enough to get the kill. The trades, though, are in, and you have overwhelmed the time. Falcons, the break when they need it, and selling the Hellstorm to boot.
Certainly going to help. Certainly going to help. We need to break this hard point. We want to get towards the new one as well. That's a huge win for the Falcons. Here come the Genomates. From the bar to the grave. Aluka with 2. Hold is good to Sid by the rock garden now. Kismet with the mean shoulders just to stay alive. Reinforcements now in position. Alternate from Joe. Jonah makes on the march.
This is a Luka spot. We've seen him in it before. Gets a kill with the pistol. In the trades, even better. A Luka good for 2, and you clean him off the board from down 100, and they're going to take the lead.
What a hard point. What a turn. Zell goes low. Gentlemates players taken to the cleaners. Rotation on. Kismet loses the fight. Sim's there for it. Don't forget the Hellstorm. Numbers are there for the Gentlemates. Here we go.
And this is all the time in the world for Luka to hit this pin, so he's going to be on the top side of the map in the Hellstorm. Well, it's going to clear you off of time. EWC knows it. Needs to run for the hills. And the Pair Gentlemates player, 2 kills in the feed in their favor. Joe sees the Kismet. It's a dance battle that Joe wins. He's keeping his team alive.
Keeping his team rolling. Estro in the mid-map. Luka now trying to play it safe. No more mistakes available right now for the Riyadh Falcons. One flank, the battle still continuing. Kismet closing now in on the time. Luka, good for 2. Hard point open. Joe survives. And it might be a 1v1 on time for the Brett. Here comes Sim to reinforce. And there you go. One last dance here for the Falcons.
Oh, they're just flying. They're soaring in. They're throwing away their lives. They got to contest for another few seconds to be able to force the rotation. But one by one, they are being broken down. Damn. Paris Gentlemates clean house. And Jonas sees a 7 spree to send us to map 5.
We're going 5. We go in the distance. We're not out of tournament yet. Allons-y to game 5. The Gentlemates live. And not without a pound of flesh. What a comeback from the Falcons. To raid we go. Last map of the series.
In Barcelium, this is a lobby filled with a bunch of new gen cats. So raid, a recent addition in the map pool, but a little bit fresher for these 2 squads. That, of course, is one of Call of Duty's finest. Does not get better than a map 5 on raid.
We've had 2 maps now back-to-back where it has been Gentlemates on life support, desperately trying to stay alive. Parking the bus in the overload. Holding on for dear life there on the Sake hardpoint. You've taken 2 fantastic maps away from the Falcons now. Search and Destroy, always a difficult mode to play with a brand new teammate. Gentlemates, they've got the veteran status as far as the roster is concerned, given its longevity. Riyadh Falcons, Luka, the story continues. And what a comeback, what an ascension that was. They climbed from 96 to 198 across 2 hardpoints. After that, I mean dead, but very impressive.
And of course, for that final P5, what a way for Pair Gentlemates to play around the Hellstorm that was coming through. Saw Ghosty able to jump in towards the middle of the map, but it was Jodeci's ability to stay alive towards P2. Just got out of dodge, dodged Kismet, dodges the Hellstorm, goes on a 7 spree to solidify the game. Front running there for the Falcons, singing their praises. It all comes down to one final map. The way these players must be feeling in this moment, I can't imagine.
I'm feeling good, but we're going to have to go for a quick break, folks. If you're in the venue, I'll hit the can, get a beverage. Maybe if you're at home, prepare yourselves for game 5. Winner of this plays Optic before the end of the night here on Saturday at COD Champs. Don't go far. Raid, search and destroy. One team goes home, 1 to Optic.
Nice! Nice! Come on, baby, ref this shit. What you did? Nice!
Look like the pros to play like the pros. The CDL team skins are available now. Scan the QR code or check out the in-game store now.
Player X is the official esports fantasy partner of the Call of Duty League.
Brought to you by America's Navy and the special operators who work in the shadows.
COD Champs, it's more than Call of Duty. It's you whipping an F1 go-kart at the Grand Prix Plaza, testing your aim and movement at Summerlin Paintball. It's you driving supercars at Speed Vegas, surviving the best escape rooms at Escapology, experiencing the immersive art in the Arte Museum. It's you taking a picture in front of the Bellagio Water Show and seeing Vegas from the largest observation wheel in the US. It's you and the squad making memories for life. A weekend in Vegas that you'll never forget.
Bro, I just needed one kill shot streak and I can't get it, bro.
That was a tale of two players. If you heard that one at home, naughty Joe. Maluka frustrated by the gameplay. Well, time to forget all about it, folks. Final map of the series. Game 5. We're going to raid. We're playing Search and Destroy. We're having ourselves a great time here in Vegas. One of these days I'm going to catch that drone. I'm going to catch him. Catch him in the palm of my hand. What a tournament it's been so far. For a date with Optic, patiently waiting in the wings, getting ready to rock and roll for the last match of the night tomorrow, making it for Sunday, God only knows.
Looking forward to this one. For a game 5 for players like this, a rookie in his first tournament, a couple players hunting for their first ring. This is tough. These are the moments that you cannot prepare for. This is the moment where you learn who you are. Game 5, they make men.
That's the thing with champs. You come into the tournament a player, you can leave it a legend. But you got to get to Sunday, let's be real. We're going to go, oh yeah, Luke was pretty good, but if he doesn't win the whole thing, not a legend yet. Here's how the bracket has looked so far. If you've just joined us, folks. FaZe in that grand finals, the host of the event, making it all the way. Optic, the only other team in a position to wait at this point in time, waiting for the winner of this game. Falcons Gentlemates, about to get into the 5th and final, and again, the prize money jumps in a big, big way.
You gotta hit the tweets. It's a classic in COD. Best of one, send the chow for 160K is the jump up for this one. Well, no stranger World Championships is Clayster. Some of the best advice you could possibly hear going into the final map. That is the man you want barking behind you, hyping you up before you get into this final game.
Big Jim. Been here, done that, won that. We've got more than a t-shirt. What magic can you impart upon your players now to prevent the reverse sweep? Well, the Paris Gentlemates, we are all aboard the Losers Final Express. And one of these teams is getting off at this stop. Here we go to raid. Parry in the pink will be on attack first. Falcons in the white, defending.
Kobe
over the top, right back at you, and somehow Joe doesn't get stuck.
Playing this round without Sully in Paris. Happy for this advantage. You can see they are turtled up in spawn. They are waiting, likely for Xmid to overcommit is probably what they're talking about.
No scams here at Champs, as we say. And no one's making anything happen just yet. This is a lovely, patient look from the Falcons roster, but there's the trap set. Kiz overcommits.
And how fast is that? Now you got Xmid behind you. Good for one, but now he's last man standing, and he's stuck in the back. Paris Gentlemates strike first. a hell of a round. Nades on point. You get rid of Celium, and after the first blood, or you simply clean house. You are trusting your teamwork in the back of spawn, and you are trusting Joe Deceives to pop off and give you 3.
Gives you 3. The opening nade was something. But the coverage of his teammate there for the last 2, super helpful as well. Joe, our bomb carrier with those kills as well. We'll check in on his score status now in the second round. Because we love Hellstorms here in the COD League, don't we, Chance?
Almost as much as we love reverse sweeps. That potential on the line. Nades are going to connect in kitchen. Nades going to back you out of laundry. Yeah, what a stun. You slow Joe Deceives down. Yeah. You set up Xnid for 2. Joe Deceives in round 1 and Xnid here in round 2. Just got to convert.
This could be one of many 2v4s we've seen in the tournament so far. It ain't over yet. A minute to play. And there we go. Ghosty peels back one of the Falcons. Sid can't get that. And now Ghosty. It's a 1v3. That'll be for the ace. Are we attacking mid? You can hear it all taking place around him. And Ghosty now in a position to do something very special. There's the chase. At this point in time, I mean, you know they're coming for you. 1-1.
It's great trades. Interesting meta on land. You know, the dead silence or the ninja, you don't always need it. Didn't need it in that round either. Got the trades, got the quickness, and the one man who has won champs on this map, well, that would have been Cell. He's good for the extra pick, but it's all about this first play. The stun lands perfectly. Credit to your teammates. Might have been Selling that connected with it. But Xnid gets to be the hero. Those cleanup kills to kickstart that round.
And this is the last chance for our squads. Can't leave anything here. It's all going to go. Jeez. Joe, another first blood. He and Xnid. A battle between these two heroes of their team. Ghosty yet again on the cell, and it is a wonderful opener again for Paris.
Starts so fast. We are having an offensive shootout. Kismet, that's his corner. He's played it before. It's good for 1, but it leaves a Luca, the rookie, in a 1 versus 3.
Now look at the fortress that the Gentlemates have just set up on the low left-hand side of the corner. Luca, you're going to peel this. And the nade is certainly going to help. A jacket designed to deal with flak meets him. Over the top, and what a kill. With the Gentlemates with the numbers. Once they have the advantage, there's no stopping them so far.
I mean, yeah, for Luca, outstanding shots. Great stun, great nade, everything perfect. But the teamwork just supreme for Paris. No mistakes being made. We've had 3 rounds in a row where you're just finding the first blood very early in these rounds. Off the back of the stuns or nades, or in that round, a smoke. Gives you the first blood, and the execution so clean.
2-1 here for the Gentlemates in our 5th game of the series. Falcons on the attack. They're giving a look at the bomb. It'll be his play for him to make it towards B. There can be an adjustment here, and Xnid to the ring we go once again for a duel. Pedestriel knows he's got the damage. Oh, and he's caught him unaware. Xnid, he zigs and zags. The bomb taking place on the other side of the map, and he might be able to catch another one. Xnid, the great unpredictable, finds himself 2.
He just did that by himself. Deals with the entire squad, and Saud basically seals the deal for the team. You got bomb plant, Tiki control, bedroom control, both sides pushed out. This is the classic.
Here comes him. We're on the retake here. Will Kismet finish this one off? In prime position to cause nothing but problems here for Paris. Ghosty might want to stay alive, because that's now a 4 spree. Looking for number 5. Beautiful shots, and it's a Luca on the final kill. Falcons tie out.
I mean, unbelievable. What's the strat call? Send Saud by himself in towards ring, in between 2 different flavors, dealing with the smoke, and somehow he gets one, gives away, and gives you the second. The strat call, terrible. The individual play, that is a spectacle of a round.
As good as it gets, right? I mean, the stun onto Sid, you saw the challenge there, and then leaving sight, catching Joe, who's like, what the hell do you mean he's behind me? Thank God for Ghosty.
It's psychotic. It doesn't make any sense. The pressure of the map feels so weird for that situation. So, Xnid good for it. Now you're looking to dominate the middle of the map while all the nades toward kitchen. Nobody's home. It is a 2-2 split on the defensive end.
All bases covered right now for the Falcons. We'll see how The Gentlemates open this one up.
That's a sneaky.
Oh,
Not
wow.
a sneaky Kismet. At least you get the trade.
Great trade. Well, Aluka's alone here. Mid-map. Estriel gets one back on Exnid. And advantage here for the mates.
Grouped up together. They're playing for these trades. Yeah, no bomb plants just yet. We saw this from Paris before. They are waiting for the Falcons players to run into them first.
Sib IDs at least one of them. Tally 2 sees them both. But has Aluka managed to possibly get away from it? Joe down. And Aluka spree. An attractive one of that. He's nearly got a Hellstorm. Cell and Aluka, we test their early chemistry here. What a shot. Sib gets both. And a bullet's difference. How close we came to a 1v1. Gentlemates take the lead.
Don't miss, don't lose. Sib, when his shot is on point, very few shooters are like him. Well, finds the freebie. Aluka paranoid about the cheeky corner. Sib good for 2. It has been an offensive shootout of a game, and you see the strat calls from Paris. They're like getting these kills. They're waiting for Exnid to come sprinting into them through the middle of the map. See if they can find these freebies. The 3-2 lead, the thinnest of margins for Paris.
Also, the Falcons having the attack here. They've eaten those nades. Not this time. 2-2 for a second there for the Gentlemates, and now you have Ring, you have the A-bomb, you've technically got the time and space to bomb.
No rush, minute left to play, don't want to get caught by any errant nades. Bears, though, they've cleared everything out. They're a little bit worried about Garage, but it looks like these arrows are heads up. They know the play's on A.
Yeah, still a stalemate though. Hoping for just a little bit more than head and shoulders to stick out. No one's giving anything up. This is a tremendous amount of patience by both teams, but at this point, it favors the Gentlemates. They have the time. Stretch plant here from Celium. Oh, the timing is outrageous. There's the plant. Retake attempt is now on. Numbers not on the site. As soon as you cross those pillars, you're in a world of hurt, boys. Here we go. Aluka starts it off. Through arc we go. Ghosty on the trade.
3v3. Now just looking for the moment. You were trying to run this in through pillars, though, and you were just running out of time. Now you're wrapping through ARP, but 22 seconds is not a lot of time.
Time's on your side anymore, Paris. You've got to get going. Less than 20 seconds to make this happen. Joe goes left. Still a man there through the middle of the pillars. Joe finds himself one. Extend. Oh! 10 seconds! They've done it! Oh my! A thing of beauty. What a retake from the Paris Gentlemates.
No right to win that round. Joe Deceives is built different. No time on the clock. 3 kills in the span of 4 seconds, and Exnid just got zapped to hell.
Ghosty there on the final kill onto Aluka, and look at that. What a retake. That is an unbelievable moment.
And that is why you pick up Joe Deceives. That is the reason right there.
4-2. A massive momentum shift now. Will it perturb the Falcons? So far, absolutely not. They're trying to tag one back immediately. Ghosty just trying to keep that presence, trying to keep the information war up right now. You've got the numbers over by B. And Aluka will get you a little bit of intel, but probably too late. NPC's rattling away. Sib on the repeat. The battle by Ring not going well. Massive advantage now as Estriel not even going to try to finish the plant, but we are going to go for the fight. And fight he shall, 1v2. Falcons together. Estriel. Estriel, one more to deal with. A place in Valhalla earned. How close he came to the player of the tournament.
Ah, dude, he was ready for the pop-off. Estriel is an S&D kid through and through. A reaper of the Black Ops 4 online tourneys in the offseason. He is one of those guys. You never count him out, but there to seal the deal a nervy round. That would have been the breaker moment. Falcons need to settle in.
Calm down just a touch. A moment like that, let you know the Genomates have always got a swing in these rounds, no matter what happens. A three-man hit now towards B. There's going to be a few from the Genomates here on defense. Exit snipe could be a serious problem for them in a moment.
Goes to swim, headed towards Tiki. Luka for the pinch. Kismet, your frontline man. This bomb has not made the approach just yet. Celium now starting to work his way in. You can feel the nerves.
Great nade. Excellent hurting though. Big time. What a poke from Ghosty. Coverage from Kids is great though. The battle is now on. We are making something happen. Aluka takes the middle of the map. Nobody to be found. Celium down. It is all onto the rookie. In a 1v2 situation now. 1v1. Nerves out the window. Ghosty versus Aluka! 4-4 in the fifth.
And that's why you pick up Aluka. The moment of his career. It's his first tournament, so it's going to be a long one, but the difference between 5-3 and 4-4, that is a monster clutch.
9th kill of the map. The only man ahead of him, Ghosty. He just bested in that 1v2.
Cold-blooded.
Get the fire out of your lungs. Get ready for the next round. Power some attack. Middle of the map now as Kismet takes that space, marks his territory, and gives you the intel. Stun from way downtown again, just shuffling here. No clear-cut advantage for either team. Hexnid yet again in ring. Can he ID Ghosty before the damage is done? And this is a great spot. Test the man's patience. Pays off, first blood.
Free, gets to live, he's got Kismet behind him.
Dancing around now, you know, there's going to be a couple more players here, but the Paris Genomates take that loss. Down a man, over to B. They're keeping their options alive. And they yet again might fall onto young Aluka to ID the play. 3v3. Now down to Joe, as Aluka does indeed defend the bomb site. And Joe, now in the worst possible position in the middle of the map, with a bullseye on his back, 20 seconds to play. Looks left, looks right. Good night. Match point, Riyadh Falcons.
One round away. This honeymoon has been a treat. The photos they're gonna have after this, the memories they have made. Oh, no better memory than a Game 5 win.
A late change for the Falcons, a shotgun wedding here in Vegas. One more round, all they need to play Optic in a very green matchup after this. Gentlemates, now we find out what you are truly made of. Exit, back to his old ways. He can smell Ghosty, and he claims his first. The stun check, and what positional advantage he's got now. Unaware of the man behind him, and Joe levels it to 3-3. Kismet, what? It's over! Aluka! The final nail in the Parisian coffin. The Falcons, what a performance in that Game 5. A shocking exit and a tragic defeat for the Gentlemates. And for this squad and for that rookie now. It's some of that champs magic.
That 4-3 round. Down 4-3 in a 1v2. And who is it last alive? It's Luka. New man on the squad. They picked him up a week and a half ago. And here he is on the main stage, clutching for his world champion teammates, helping to drag them to victory. Double-digit kills in the S&D. Luka, ice cold.
We thank the Genomates for an unbelievable run, a Major 1 victory, a historic Major 4. And they have certainly won the hearts and minds of COD fans around the world, but their run here at Champs comes to an end. We bid them a fond farewell, adieu. Until tomorrow, friends, we will see them again. 3-2 the Falcons. They will fly another series now. What a tournament this is. Luka, he entered the building a man. He may leave it a legend.
And if you had told me a few weeks ago that here at Champs, you're going to have a guy named Luka dropping double-digit kills, helping carry Cellium to victory, I would have said, who? What are you talking about? Who? Chaos here in Black Ops 7. Electricity, killing the reverse sweep. $160,000 map of Raid S&D that just got played. What an absolute delight.
I mean, for me, one of the greatest delights, I mean, it's his reaction. He ran across the stage. He cheered the crowd. He ran down the player walkway, taking high fives on either side. The passion is there. The love of the game is there. The thrill of the competition for a player like that. His heart is in his mouth in nearly every single round. And he truly believes. What a play. Alongside Luka, 11-5, 10-7, massive damage. They simply did it. Taking care of the Genomates. What an unbelievable tournament. And it's not over yet for the Falcons.
Depending on how you look at it, Toronto just got sacrificed for ultimately a top 4 placement. So wild decisions that have been made this year, punishing for every wrong one. The correct one was picking up Luka. Falcons, it was insanity. We thought it was going to be devastation to their rosters with the rumors that were rolling through. Apparently, bang on call, top 3 and then some. More Call of Duty to be played.
Always the rookies, man. It's always the rookies. What do we think of that one, Desk?
This is getting spicy. Ant was losing it. He said, oh my God, Falcons are top 3 at Champs. And not only that, but Luka in make it 3 days in his pro career, has made more money for Germany than Gun Elite, Kiwi, all of the Germans that ever tried to play at the pro level. This kid is making history.
Yes, and makes the absolute play of the match. I mean, you're in a situation, a 1v2, takes the space, gets behind enemy lines, and clutches it. Like, this kid has so much confidence. And there's a new powerhouse duo in the CDL, Exnid and Luka. These guys unreal. 4 bloods for Exnid in that game 5.
I love that Miles pointed out the energy from Exnid. I'm starting to get those Furico Impact vibes. You have a stern leader. You've got Kismet kind of holding down that role. You've got a star AR. Cellium and Parasite were very similar in that role. Now you're looking at Luka and Exnid, who remind me a lot of Karma and of course Miracles, the guy who just gets loose and causes problems. As you take a look though at the strategy, what stood out to you, Attach?
The biggest thing that stood out was how the Falcons were playing in ring. They were just getting there and no showing. They were catching Genomates so many times, getting free kills on them. We all guessed it. Falcons were going to be top 3. We all knew coming in this weekend this was going to happen. Not completely kidding. This is insane. Luka is the real deal. Him and Exnid are such a good duo. And Kismet, you got to show him a lot of love. Those maps 1 and 2, he absolutely took over.
I think the biggest difference is just Luka is willing to make plays and search and destroy. Now, listen, in the game 2, wasn't exactly working out for him, trying to push up E10. In this one, though, was making plays, taking space. Think about the final round where you saw Genomates on offense layer trying to go through mid. Well, Luka takes the space water, finds a kill to make the round easier for them. Like, being able to make plays and help your teammate like Cellium, despite being 1 and 8, that's what matters.
I mean, whether we like it or not, this is very akin to the Mercury story, right? And I mean, you got to think of this guy, Luka, coming in, like, especially in such a short to be as confident as he is in a system that wasn't built around him, that wasn't built for him, that he got plugged into. So when he makes plays like that, he is making risks. He's taking risks. He knows that that if something goes wrong, it is all on him in those situationals, but he doesn't care and it pays off.
I am so happy for this kid. We found him in Black Ops 6 at EWC. We knew he had the potential. They surround him with world champions, and under their tutelage, he is playing like a rock star. He's moving into the top 3, but the job's not done for the Falcons. You still have Optic in front of you, and of course, only the top 2 are playing in a best of 9 tomorrow. So attach, as we revisit the best moments, you got to think of how did the Falcons get here? Well, it's dominance from the German. 1 versus 2 against the Gentlemates. It starts here in a 3v4.
And this was the play of the match right here. I mean, he's on the big stage. COD champs, game 5. If they lose this round, odds are they lose the series. And he is so icy. Clutches up, wraps the pull steps, and then catches Ghosty jumping out of Tiki. I mean, some players are just built for these moments. All those nights you play, those S&D chows, those tournaments, it all comes down to this. It will pay off if you keep working hard, and it's paying off for Aluka. It's so impressive to see.
Ali, final thoughts here. I know we had a clip, but there was too many words in it that we can't air on television. So we're not going to play the clip, but I was really inspired by Joe Deceives. Going into the game 4, he gave his team a bit of a speech, trying to get them fired up. He's trying to step up into that leadership role. Paris is going to leave here frustrated, but you have to think top 4 ain't bad, and you're going into your hometown for Paris at EWC.
It's not bad at all. And I think, if anything, there was a huge stride in Search and Destroy for the side of Gentlemates this weekend, and also a whole lot of tape to watch before EWC. So a big top 4 for them, obviously. It's heartbreaking right now, but can't wait to see what they come up with in a few weeks.
Shout out to Joe Day and Matt Rife, our replay ops. They got the censorships in, and we got the clip. Do you guys want to see it, Vegas? Me too. Roll that footage.
But just give everyone a second to understand what we're saying. Yeah? If don't like just like, bro, again, if we're gonna do something, make sure everyone's on the same page, do it, get our micros down, who's clearing what, who's doing what, and then we're good. That's it. That's our S&D. That is our S&D.
Simple stuff.
Aww.
Joe calm, not fiery. Gonna be frustrated, but Ali, you almost cried. Go ahead.
I did almost cry. There's tears in my eyes. No, I mean, that's just passion, right? I'm sure all players throughout the entirety of the weekend had somebody that was trying to do that when they were heading into these game 5s and these moments. It's just, I mean, you have to tip on the side of Riyadh Falcons, the composure after moments like when Estriel almost clutched that 4. When Joe does get that insane 3Ps, right? They were able to kind of calm the storm and come back. So composure on the other side of the stage, it's been a hell of a Saturday.
For Gentlemates, it's just a balancing act, right? Sid was having such a good tournament.
Yeah.
But he is prone to the over challenge. And obviously, like, you got to take the good with the bad, but him flying out water steps, something they're going to have to revisit and maybe hone in, maybe in the final couple of rounds when you're in a game 5, reel that back a bit and just rely on good tactics, because really, he stays alive there. Aluka's not allowed to make that play, but those are the types of things that happen at COD Champs. You got to be ready for it. Riyadh now with a chance to get to a final.
Vegas, thank you for hanging with us. I've seen a lot of yawns, but don't worry. We have Unlimited Monster, and we have another match coming for you tonight. Do you guys want to see what it is? Here's a look at your bracket one more time. Optic made the run for the winner's bracket, but ran into FaZe in Game 5. And now we see the final battle. Who is going home tonight on Saturday? Is it Optic Texas, or is it Riyadh?
Oh, man, you want me to give you a prediction now? You're going to have to see it on the other side of this break.
Scuff, official controller of the CDL.
Player X is the official esports fantasy partner of the Call of Duty League.
Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
Brought to you by America's Navy and the special operators who work in the shadows.
That's two. 4 and Snoopy. Come on, once more. But Hydra with the switch impossible. He's making top room. So damn happy. It's Reigns. Down a bruiser. Dominance on the grandest stage.
Trying to avoid another silver medal.
This is my time to go.
We wait, we push, we win.
Back-to-back champs.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Out of nowhere!
Unbelievable.
Back-to-back
Great card. That's great card.
It's history in the making! Champions of the world! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah. Yeah. Listen. They got me cornered, I'm feeling trapped. Where can I go when I'm feeling like that? To the left or to the right, man. I need some luck like a dice game. 7-Eleven, but 24/7. There's plenty more coming and plenty with weapons. Got my head on the swivel wherever I'm stepping. Stay low and be civil for better protection. Cause there are consequences and repercussions. When you violating and be disruptive, they'll annihilate you and leave you nothing. Now I'm waist deep in these discussions. I'm waist deep, gotta get out. I'm waist deep, gotta get out. What I get myself in now? I'm waist deep, gotta get out. Man, I gotta keep moving. It's up to me, I gotta do it. Man, I gotta keep moving. It's up to me, I gotta do it. I thought I was making progress. Thought it was all part of the process. I was wrong, baby, that's nonsense. Now I'm waist deep in my conscience. I know I got some enemies, so I don't know who to trust. Gotta sort out the energy. Good and bad, no one's a must. Now I'm in with the wrong crowd. The days are getting long now. Don't know how much longer I'm holding out. The time is ticking, it's going down. I'm waist deep, gotta get out. I'm waist deep, gotta get out. What I get myself in now? I'm waist deep, gotta get out. Man, I gotta keep moving. It's up to me, I gotta do it. Man, I gotta keep moving. It's up to me, I gotta do it. Heavy in the papers, I know they gon' foul. I'ma need months now. Getting to the back like pow, pow. Thought I wouldn't, but tie down. Heavy in the papers, I know they gon' foul. I'ma need months now. Getting to the back like pow, pow. Thought I wouldn't, but tie down. Did you say I'm bad, but the streets say I'm good. I'ma go hard as I could. Don't ever get it misunderstood. I'ma apply pressure like Did you say I'm bad, but the streets say I'm good. I'ma go hard as I could. Don't ever get it misunderstood. I'ma apply pressure like
They going hard, but I'm going harder. That's how my son and my daughter hit the valet, tell them go bring the car up. Boy, you know I'm pushing Rari.